The following podcast episode might contain coarse language and subjects not suitable for younger audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Live from a not-so-sleepy little town comes a podcast for a mobile game. Really? Anyhow, your hosts, a content creator and an artist trying to come up with wild ideas while also talking about whatever. It's the Goosebumps HorrorTown TerrorVision podcast!
I don't know what the hell's wrong with us, though. We just kind of you know what it was? It was a stupid idea we kind of came up with. But hello, welcome to the podcast. It's a special time of the year because this is the first time we're doing this. It's Slappy Summer. Yay!
Yay!
All things Slappy. The best character, apparently. To the point where they had their own book series, which is a hint of what's going to come up. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. As usual, I'm your host, Grimokan, or Grim. And of course, I have... Who are you again? That'll come up later. But yeah, hello, Mimic. But we're not alone. This is another episode with the Spooky Dookie crew, so let's welcome Alistair and Jester back into the podcast. How are you guys doing?
A Martian?
Better than Martian. No.
Noggie the Martian?
Noggie the Martian. No.
I can just imagine, just Noggie nonchalantly says, "I'm a Martian."
Whatever.
The only time
Cute
Noggie
Martian.
ever talks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Martian talking. Yeah, it's like Perry's like, the same thing with Noggie. It's like, Agent Noggie, we need your help right now. It's Eric Appleby. Noggie, we need your help.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'll bring my plutonium space modulator.
Dr. Gray is at it again.
Oh no.
My captain ain't on
You know, we talked about this. You don't need the space plutonium, whatever.
I'll bring my explosive plutonium space modulator. And then I'm going to blow up the Earth. It obstructs my view of Venus.
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that lovely?
Isn't that lovely? This makes me very angry. I really hope that was the meme for this episode, but I have no idea what it is. Vampire is always just like, here you go, here's something. So you're on it now. You gotta do Noggie the agent there, or else very disappointed fans. Good thank Noggie for that meme.
Oh yeah, Susie would just be like, "Hey, have you seen Noggie?"
Yeah, wherever
Noggie? Through like one of those weird little tube things, like in Futurama.
Whatever Noggie is.
Yeah.
And he goes like, she's like, and then she's like secret, like, and she's all serious too. She got the little angry eyes. She's just like, serious eyes. Kind of goes in the tube.
Yeah, it's just all grumpy like all the other egg monsters.
Yeah,
Aww.
but cute, not like angry, like mad. She's like serious face.
I mean, even if, like, there's no possible way in hell they would ever be like terrifying. They're just too cute to be scary.
I figured our parody of Noggie for the Christmas Avatar thing I got going on there. I feel like we have to have them like Noggie. What gender is Noggie? Is there any gender of it, or is it just a whatever?
Noggie is actually a male.
Okay, so Noggie, I think he would look good as a white one. Like, how there's like, he's kind of like scrambled color. I figured why not white, kind of like snow, but it's like, it's pulsing.
Or egg white.
Egg white, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because it's like that way we can make a Susie Noggie plushie without any copyright. To be like, oh no, see, this is like a Sonic Cup recolor. It's totally safe.
What are you talking about? It's not your egg monster.
Look,
it looks completely
it's
different.
Suzy, spelled Suzy. Totally different character. Don't think about it.
Yeah, like the Christmas song.
Yeah, that's copyright free. And maybe it might have been playing another character entirely for the meme, but there's no whole total new character. We can do that.
What? Wasn't that she has the same pigtails as York Susie? No.
No, that's a myth. She's a cartoon character. She looks like a rubber hose. Yours is more realistic. That's totally different.
You see. But here's the thing. You see, canonically, in the actual story, it's not described what Susie fully looks like.
No. See? That we totally
only small details regarding her hair.
So what you're saying is that they could win by default.
we net Flanderized her, so it's okay. She normally looked like what they designed her as, but they're like, nah, let's make her more cartoony, and it's just like she just turned the Flanderization of what she is. So she's a new character now.
She's considered a cartoon character canonically in HorrorTown.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like your original design of her previously to what she is now, it's like totally different night and day. But I know there are some people who want
our town.
I know there's some people who want Susie merch, and it's like there's one guy who role plays as her like every year in what do you call it?
Wait, are you serious?
Really?
Shout outs to you if you're watching this, by the way. But yeah, anyways, like they were highlighting when I mentioned this, like I want to do merch of plushies, and that I might look into doing a Susie thing. You see the highlights, they're like, oh, maybe. This is the only way we can do that is have her wear my red fedora and jacket and be like, there you go, new character. Totally different character, guys. See? It's like the Lisa meme. It's like it's the same character. She's just wearing a stupid hat. She's wearing a hat. I want it. She's wearing a hat.
It's a hat.
I want it.
Corporate wants you to find the difference between these two pictures.
They're the
same picture.
They're the same.
They're the same picture.
They're the same picture.
They're the same picture.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway,
I'm glad everyone's having fun, and let's go ahead and do our discussion on the little topics we have going on here. Unless you want to say something else before we go.
Nope, nothing from me.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Nothing that's pertinent to the topics anyway.
Okay, good. So let's start with so FNAF. No, Goosebumps back in the popularity days was like a big thing. It was like the biggest thing out there. But nowadays, if I could give a close resemblance to what it was back then to what it is now, is Five Nights at Freddy's. That's pretty much the same level of like popularity we got going on here, and it's significant. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's significant too because there are 2 updates that happened in June. What you'll be listening
3
to
actually.
3. What's the third one?
I'll explain it after you're done yours.
All right, let's go ahead. Anyways, so 2 things. One of them is if you remember last year, I believe I want to say it was the boring episode last year, or our worst episode, where we talked about Freddy's celebrating their 10th anniversary, and they made the announcement that the special collab they got going on was by Dead by Daylight. Well, a year has passed since then, and they finally have their 9th anniversary update, and we finally found out who was being added, which is none other than the purple guy himself, William Afton, aka Springtrap. So him and his pizza no, it's not factory, but it's like pizza thing is there now. And what's funny about it is part of the costumes they added on there with like legendaries, 2 of them were from the mobile game. I think it was Special Delivery. The VR,
yeah, FNAF VR Special Delivery.
And so it's basically Clown Trap and the purple goop thing. But then they also added 2 legendary costumes. One is Glitch Trap, which is interesting, especially since he actually could do a jump scare in front of the while you're loading, because somebody actually got scared because he just jumped in the screen out of nowhere.
I mean, that would be like the first time Springtrap ever gotten a fucking jump scare because let's be real. Every jump scare he tried to do, it doesn't even fall through because it's really delayed.
Yeah. So it's being voiced. So the person who does Springtrap is voiced by the same guy who did him previously. So it's interesting to hearing new voice lines from him. to the
Oh
point
yeah,
where
the fucking fans are gonna eat that shit up. They're like, "Oh, look, he said this, which relates to that, and it's all connected to this, and we're not talking about this, and we're not
yeah,
talking about
hold
this,
on.
we're talking about
Yes.
this."
That's possible.
God.
Okay. Sorry,
But yeah,
fun stuff. I had to call. I had to do that real quick. Tell them that I'll probably do it later during our break. But anyways, yeah, so we got that. But then the other character they added was, and this was the one that they ended up revealing that everyone freaked out about, is that they got the Yellow Rabbit in there, aka we got Shaggy himself in the game.
Yes.
And
Oh,
what's
we got
funny is
to.
he does his
it
own
was
voice lines. It's voiced by that guy from the actor himself. I forgot what his name is, but
Matthew
what's
Lillard.
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard,
Lillard.
yeah, great guy. What's funny about him too is that supposedly the guy they have who they hired to do Henry for the second movie coming out is the guy who played the other villain to the Ghost movie. So it's like, oh, they're reunited yet again. It's like
Are
they
you
did that on
serious?
purpose.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's funny, but anyway, so speaking of him, so part of Springtrap's whole deal is that he like first of all, before we talk about his gameplay mechanic, like every update they do for Dead by Daylight, they have a new unique music to go alongside it. And the theme that they have, so basically what they do is they try to fit the theme around the new add-on character or whatever they got going on, while also adding their signature, dang, 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 the theme song they got going on there.
yeah.
So they did the
Is
same
it?
thing with
You mean like
Springtrap,
something similar, like with every season of American Horror Story, they have their
basically,
own
yeah.
unique theme, but still have that one recurring thing in their
Yeah,
song?
yeah, basically. Although I think they stopped doing that as of recently. I'm not sure, but I remember they
I
used to do
haven't
that.
watched anything past Freak Show, so I
No,
wouldn't know.
so they used to do that, but I think they stopped doing it. They just kind of reused the songs. But anyways, yeah, but similar to that. So basically, they have the same similar tunes, but they shift it up a little bit. But so for Springtrap, it basically sounds like this horrifying clown music via arcade machine thing going on there, and it kind of glitches out a little bit, slows down, and it makes sense for Springtrap because he's known as the animatronic in this game. So it's funny how it's like, yeah, it makes sense because he's a broken animatronic of sorts. So it's like, yeah, of course, it's like crazy fucking clown music, and it's just,
I
I
love
it's
it.
remembered. I
funny.
actually remembered that during the concept video of Springtrap, it was a fan creation, but it was referred to as the attraction. And I thought that was a little bit more fitting
Yeah, but I
because
think they were kind of like, yeah, I don't know. This is the thing is they worked with Scott, so Scott was the one who kind of was like, gave the final approval for things. So they were like, they might have just like, all right, fine, the animatronic then, because it's just like, yeah, there's not going to be another animatronic in the game. So yeah,
I'm
but
willing to
the
work with
attraction
that,
could
but
be
not may have
anything.
Robot, there's
actually
no way.
watched that video.
Yeah. But anyways, so speaking of the fan stuff, part of when they were speculating when having Springtrap be in Dead by Daylight, a lot of fans picked him with a axe, fire axe for some reason, and that kind of just sticked with the character for some godforsaken reason. So what
I
they
would
ended
say
up,
that it might have. I think I would have wagered that it might have something to do with like Fazbear Fright being set on fire and having
the
like
music
fire
video,
extinguishers
I think
and shit.
the Living Tombstones music video kind of had an inspiration to that too, because I
Oh
think.
yeah, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I think that was like because when he was destroying the animatronics, I think that was what he was using. So, but yeah, basically, I think that's where they were kind of speculating from. So when it came to when they did his unique power, which I guess is called Fazbear Fright, his power is
Nice.
literally that he has the axe on him and he basically throws it at somebody. Well, basically, what he does is that if he throws it on the person, then that person basically gets stuck. Like the thing gets stuck on their person that you have to try to get it off. And what
Potato
happens is that
scissors.
now their OR is basically just marked so that now they know no matter where they fucking hide, they basically are locked in. So if Springtrap grabs you, he basically immediately grabs you, but before he does that, he does his spooky, scare animation with him, with that.
Yeah.
And
You just scream in your
his
face.
scream, yeah, he
Yeah.
screams in your face kind of thing.
Scream in your
Oh!
Yeah.
face.
It's scarier with the it. Yeah,
He
what's
does
funny
the
about that
scary
too is that Matthew Lillard did the same thing, and it's fucking hilarious because it's like white man scream. And the guy, it's
Okay,
fucking
now
hilarious.
that now I can just like imagine because I just recently said that as a joke that he was doing like a scary pog. I can actually imagine Springtrap just grabbing someone, screaming at their face, just screaming out poggers. Chuck E.
Yeah,
Cheese.
yeah. And then Glitch Trap, when he captures somebody and when he kills them, he does his signature shh thing, right? Because that's what he does in the game. So it's like,
Nice.
because
I
he's
love
because
it.
he's a suit, right? Or he's I don't know, he's a glitch. But anyways, so
Well,
that's
he's
his
in.
power. The other thing with this power is that if he throws it and he hits something, then that area becomes like basically if anyone walks around that, then they'll get noticed by the killer per se. And
Oh,
the
it's
other
like a
thing too,
surveillance.
yeah. So, and the other thing too is like they had to bring in the whole, oh, we have to do the camera thing. So in when he gets appeared, there are doors that are all over the place that you can enter in and go through different areas. However, the end like Springtrap can also do the same thing. So if you were to happen to be in this area while he was going in as well, he'll immediately capture you and take you out. So
Hey,
there's
wait a
a
minute! You're
skill
not supposed to
animation.
be in here. What are you doing in here?
Yeah, so yeah, it's a cute like what they did references wise, and of course
Oh
they
my god! Wait, it's like it's like from the Digital Circus where like Jax is just put into like this room to like desensit not brain
yeah
desensitize, but like
yeah
brainwash, and then they
yeah
just like put him out, pat him on the head.
yeah this yeah yeah but anyways, with that power too, what's interesting about it is that his death Mori, the entity gave him some sort of horrifying animatronic that's just made of all blades, and he just sticks on the person. Just watching him getting basically jigsaw trapped in front of them, falls
Oh
down to the
yeah,
ground
that
and
was
then
the
screams at him.
fucking machine in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, no,
the
it's
entity
kind of like
seems to
that, but it's
like
not.
Springtrap.
Yeah, it's horrifying looking. It's like, but again, this is the entity, so he gave it to him. He's just like, here you go, here's your new toy. You can actually
Like,
find
Here's
the
your new
hey,
toy. You're
yeah,
not. Don't tell anyone you're my favorite.
and then of course the
hey, Acid,
costume, yeah,
Nice.
remember this
and
little gizmo? Well, you can have this back.
yeah. So the entity has its own little map there, and it has references to like the books and all that stuff. So that's kind of cute, especially that how if you do one of the the engines that it actually starts up the show, but then it basically glitches out and stops again. So it's kind of funny to see that. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff with references and all that stuff. You can see the
All the
love
other
that
killers.
came with
What
that
the
game.
fuck?
Yeah. So, but anyways, so there's that has happened. But I'm not sure if there's anything else I forgotten to add when it came to the Dead by Daylight thing. I think that's mostly it as far as what's been added to that particular mod. But yeah, so they got a bunch of new people now. Like you got the typical mascot horror characters who do YouTube for that stuff, like Daco and you name the FNAF people, and they're there. So they kind of obviously start playing Dead by Daylight because of it, right? Though I was a fan of Dead by Daylight before this whole thing happened, so I'm like already like, oh boy, you guys are gonna enjoy the toxicity of that game. Because goddamn, are they horrible?
There's a reason I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh boy. Yeah, I have not played the game, but I've been within the fandom, so I've seen all the drama that has happened with it, like the kick the baby fiasco.
I've cursed out a friend because of it, and I felt bad ever since.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's that. So one of the other funny things that came out of this whole ordeal, like I'm just curious though, with Vampire, you said there's three things. What was the other thing?
I was going to mention the trailer drop for FNAF 2.
All right, yeah, the trailer. So yeah, that one's not coming until I think it's Christmas, which is very odd, but okay.
Well, they already had like a teaser trailer for it released.
Yeah, but
All the
it, it's interesting. Like the first movie did okay for what it was. Like especially with Yeah, like I'll say this: the Jim Henson's Creature Shop did an awesome job trying to recreate the actual animatronics as they are in the game. So it's like that's to a T. It's curious to see what they do with this second movie and what they add to it. So because
Well, considering that Scott Cawthon actually helped them with the first one, and chances are he's going to help them with the second one, they're probably going to be just as spot on.
well,
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it's copyrighted by him, so it's like it's not under a company. It's by Scott Cawthon. So yeah, he's basically like, I have my baby. It's funny too because I think a few years ago he was canceled due to
Quote unquote
quote
canceled.
unquote canceled. Yeah, so he's like, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Meanwhile, he's just still there, right? And it's like, yeah, even if he
It's like,
stopped
I'm
making
totally
games,
not going to continue on with this franchise. LOL, just kidding.
yeah, but the
And
other
then
thing,
flip off.
the other thing too with him is that he has fuck you money, right? He has so
Yeah,
much money now,
exactly.
he doesn't need to do anything anymore, right? But he still does donations and all that stuff. So it's just like, like, well, who cares, right? Like, I'm not surprised. This is the guy who did Bible stuff previously. So it's like, are you really that surprised of what his political takes were? So it's just like, well, whatever. But I think, let's get off topic from that. But the other big thing that happened is that Steelwool has finally released their game that they teased last year, which is The Secret of the Mimic. And a lot of people were interested to see how this turned out because of their last track record, where after they released Security Breach, their whole grandiose trying to be big, but then shit happened. If you want a good example,
Honestly,
watch Markiplier's video playthrough of that game, and you can see the horror of how that game ran. It's just like, oh boy,
well,
comedy of
that just gives
errors.
it its own little charm.
Yeah, you did like that
Honestly,
there, Freddie? Ready? You bastard!
I saw that there was like some disagreements with Secret of the Mimic.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people. It's because of like the fact that it changes everything about what everyone knows about the lore. So they're just like they're
Well,
in denial about it.
what I
uh,
understand is that supposedly, according to them, this was the idea since before they did the security breach. So this storyline was there long ago. So this was before the whole
I
Fazbear
guess that's already also.
Pizzaplex thing.
I guess that was also further evidence through the Tales of the Pizzaplex books.
Yeah, I think they did this before the pizza. Like again, Scott was working, so he must have had this idea previously. So it's like in case of fallback, do this idea. So yeah, the basically the long and short of it is that I'm currently, and spoiler alert on this, I'm actually doing a let's play of this game, and I'm hoping to get this on the channel sooner than later. But yeah, I'm having fun with the game, and they certainly learned from their mistakes. They've certainly brought the horror back into the game. I mean, I quote unquote horror, like as horror as you can get with a game like this, but it's like at least they tried better than, they actually make it more terrifying with the whole, like putting you in situations that you're not comfortable with, right? And then the chase scenes are pretty much like really like makes you feel like, oh shit, I gotta run, right? So
Yes.
I
I
love
will
the
say,
whole doll. Yeah.
I will say that as a Roxy fan, I do appreciate that she actually made 2 appearances in the game.
Mhm.
Rootin' Tootin'
Both
Rocky
of
is
them,
what I like to call it.
for some reason, being referred to as Deadeye Roxy.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh, don't worry. Both Vampire and I are fans. So
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love it too when they're. I don't. You guys are familiar with the gameplay, right? Like, have you seen the full thing? Like, I'm assuming, or you played it?
I've
I've
seen
seen it.
Corey Kenshin play it.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Okay. So, during the point when you're at Murray's his mansion thing, that you start watching his little videos, basically talking about his kid and whatnot, like his first birthday. It's like I made this thing. It's like Deadeye Roxy, and he's like, "Rrr, rrr," and the kid's crying, and just like you're scaring him. No, he loves it. It's just like, yeah, father of the year, everybody.
No, what are you talking? You don't know what you're
He
talking
loves
about.
it. Rrr. And it's a kid, the poor
I
kid
guess that's
crying.
kind
I'm
of
just like,
why. I
yeah.
guess that's kind of why Roxy has self-esteem issues.
And I love it too that it's like, not only does like we find out William Afton was an asshole, he basically bankrupted this poor man, that stole his
Mhm.
all his shit. But then he also stole his idea of like, oh, you got your child murdered? Well, fuck you, I'll get all my children murdered, and then myself.
I can one up
Oh,
you,
no.
motherfucker.
And
All
murder
my
all the
family's
other
dead.
kids
Goodbye.
while I'm at it. Because fuck you, I'm Freddy Fazbear. All you gotta do. I love how in this fucking universe, Freddy Fazbear is basically bigger than Mickey Mouse. It's like this. It's like if Chuck E. Cheese and Mickey Mouse were like one entity. It's like how the fuck is this company still alive? And
Well,
build this mega pizzaplex fucking mall thing. It's like a theme park. It's like what the fuck?
well, I was actually reading up a bit about Fazbear Entertainment, and there's actually two separate companies of the same name. So the first one was started up by Henry and William,
Yeah,
and this was Fazbear Entertainment Incorporated.
yeah,
They had their business roughly somewhere. Their business kind of ended roughly around like 1993, give or take. That's when the reputation of Fazbear's kind of went,
downhill.
kaput.
That's no thanks to one particular person within the company.
Yeah, right. But the second iteration of Fazbear Entertainment is an LLC company, which is a limited liability company.
Yeah.
And they're the ones with the shady business practices of, upselling
Your
shit
typical
at L chips
corporation bad
not
thing, yeah. Your
and
typical
not guaranteeing customer safety and making up a whole bunch of cover-ups regarding missing people and shit.
You know what I
the
just
people that
realized?
basically took Dispatch and just like, yeah, we're gonna take your voice and just turn you into a robot and then fuck you over. So then now we just no, we don't need you anymore. We have a robot version of you.
Well, see, that is actually Fazbear Entertainment Incorporated, not LLC.
Okay, so God, I don't know. Yeah, you know what it is? It's a fucking whole. You know what the meme is? It's like I need to talk to you about the Fazbear fight, Freddy Fazbear's timeline thing, where it's like this big fucking novel, like War of the Worlds type of fucking novel, like The Art of
What I
War,
would really like to
big
see
book
actually,
talking about the lore.
what I would really like to see actually is like an entire game based on the going-ons of Fazbear Entertainment LLC.
It'd be boring. Sitting
Maybe,
at a
but with
desk.
all the crazy shit that they've been doing, maybe they have a few skeletons in their closet and we
I
might
felt bad for
encounter
I
something haunting us.
I felt bad for the main character Arnold. The poor guy is just like he fucking sleep
I
deprived.
know.
Like
I
who like
know.
makes you wonder if his whole thing like like again like yeah the animatronic there like what makes you think that maybe he's just thinking that this is happening, right? Maybe he's just sleep deprived. It's just like yeah this whole thing I'm just dreaming of this. I'm daydreaming. There's no way this is robot coming after me. And I love the dispatch,
Also,
quote unquote dispatch is just like so nonchalant. It's just like, oh, don't be so modest. I know you're after the $25 gift card at the end of the
I
year.
will
Yeah.
No,
I
And
will
actually,
say
a lot of people are. I like how a lot of people like brush off $25 like it's nothing, but
that's a
that's a
hundred
big
dollars.
fucking deal in the 70s.
That's a
That's
hundred
true.
dollars roughly. Like looking at the like this is taking place 1979. So looking at the inflation, basically that's $100, right? So that's $100 gift
Yeah.
card. Like it's not nothing, but at the same time, it's like oh whoopee. My joke during the whole gameplay thing was just like, can you imagine if the gift card is actually based on the like going to the Chuck E. Cheese? Like here's your $100 gift card to Chuck E. Cheese. Like oh whoopee, what am I gonna do with this? Buy Fazbear coins and fucking have birthday parties. Oh, thank you so much.
oh thanks so much.
Oh
Thank
boy,
you.
that's totally what I was looking for.
I I will say I kind of realized something just now.
What's
What?
up?
I realized that Edwin might have had the final laugh after all.
Oh,
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 really?
Well, because wasn't he the one who designed the springlock suits?
He did. And here's something too, according to the lore, is that he actually improved upon them. It's like they mentioned how there was a defect with it, and supposedly he fixed it. Whereas like it should be fine now. So this tells me that Henry, aka William, were so fucking inept with their whole operation that they decided to use cheap, actually more or less more like cheap. They fucking use the broken element. And this is the stupid thing too, because to make them work it's so fucking easy. Instead of having the spring locks lock, like you know how they're doing tension in, they should do attention out, right? So that it's normally
Right.
it's so that way it's easy to put on without having fucking spring lock failure. So the
I
worst
just
case in this situation is that if it's on the animatronic and they fucking spring lock failure, it just fucking falls off the animatronic. It's like, yeah, it's spooky, like that probably traumatizes the kids, but it's like at the same time, no one's gonna get hurt from it. So it's like, oh fuck, just
Yeah.
yeah. But no, there's like, no, no,
I
let's do
just
the
now
opposite way.
I just now imagine that like the scene where Afton's dying now, and I just I know it wouldn't happen, but I just imagine the ghost kids, and then just Edwin's spirit appears right in front of him, and he's just like, "Hurts, don't it, bitch?"
Laughing at him.
Okay,
Actually,
hot take. I thought Jackie was the best animatronic version.
I do
Yes.
too.
Of course you did.
I will
Well, she just
100%
seems so
agree.
chipper and happy,
I
and I
thought,
like chipper
well,
and
to be
happy.
fair, you only see her once, and she just stands there, and really what you saw was the mimic. Basically, and I love it too, because the mimic basically underground ripped her out of her animatronics and used her skin as a fucking puppet, and just pretended to be her.
Jackie was
Poor
so
Jackie.
cool.
Yeah,
I love
I love it
Jackie.
too. Stupid ass fucking goofy smile while she's like being
Or
scared.
did
I love it too. The digitizer too. Like he fucking murdered that poor guy. All
Oh
he was
yeah,
doing was
just
typing
shredding
and
papers.
typing
Yeah.
away and spitting out fucking papers, right?
Yeah, he was just shredding papers, minding his own business, and then we come along. And he's like, "Oh, okay, nothing wrong here." And then Jackie
I
shows up.
love
It's
it.
like, "Oh, this is where I die." I
Yeah.
see.
Arnold
just,
is a guy who
just like
can't jump. So I
yes,
immediately
today's
looked
the
at
day.
that scene and I thought, let's see here. Here's an area that I get closed off and I can't jump out of. I wonder what will happen. Oh, look,
Like,
the
well, might as well
animatronic
take
I
my fucking
opened is coming
chances.
after me. Wow. What a shocker. Yeah, but the chase scene was like really interesting. It was really like at first it's kind of like creepy, but then as soon as you get to the claustrophobic section, I'm like, oh fuck. And she's ripping shit off. I was like, fuck no.
Uh, she has the
I
coolest
like what
hair.
Secret of the Mimic did for Chica.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love how they incorporated Chica's party world, and I love how they gave the little fucking cupcakes little roller skates.
I
Fiona,
know. It's so
I'll say
cute.
this. Fiona is basically one of the best characters that was introduced. She's such a kind spirit. Like, she
Yeah.
does cute designs. He made Chica so fat. It's like fatter than usual, but it's cute. But then it's just like it shows the two dynamics because Henry is this no, not Henry, sorry. God, what's his fucking name now? I forgot. It's Edwin?
Edwin.
Edwin.
Yeah.
Edwin?
So Edwin is the guy who's like he likes making shit, right? So he doesn't think about the people and all that. He's just like, I want to make things because I'm smart and I like to do that type of stuff. Fiona is
I'm
the
the
more
intelligent one. You
humanized
listen to
person behind it, right? She's the person who tries to kind of incorporate the people working there and also making it look like, I made this cool animatronic. How does it look? It's like it's kind of scary. Why don't we make it look cuter? You know?
how about we give it an animal face? How does that look, Edwin?
Yeah. It looks spook.
You know
It
what I will
looks
say?
yeah.
I was gonna say, I what's really interesting and took me off guard was that Chica's Party World was a lot more McDonald land than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like roller skates, so kind of like almost like a rollerblade area. You know what I mean? Like
Like
it
a
almost seems
disco
like this
thing.
is taking place in the same era, so it makes sense that this would be like
Like a drive-in diner.
the drive-in
Yeah.
Yeah,
diner. Yeah, but I'm also thinking about
it's
those
got like a little
rollerblades areas. You know what I mean? Like they're like roller
yeah,
skates. I would assume that
Yeah.
it would be that kind of thing,
a
like the
roller
Chica's
rink.
Party World, right? Oh, you get to skate and
You mean
have
like a roller rink, right?
dancing and all that stuff. But it's weird because you got this cute character that they designed her that she basically talks like a chicken, but then you get to see the actual mascot costume, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened here? Why is she scary? I mean,
Yeah. Okay,
obviously,
I will say
game
this.
wise, yeah, it makes sense. We gotta make her look scary, but at the same time, it's like really can't design this cute character. He's like, nah, we need to make it look fucking like this. It's like that's it.
Okay,
That's what we need.
I will say this. I don't know if any of you have noticed, but the design of Chica for the advertising of Chica's Party World is almost dead, like dead on to like the Chica from the Security Breach teaser cartoons.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going for too. I think, but
Oh.
Hmm.
I think that's what
It
wants to happen too. You know what's interesting
It
about it
has like
too?
that cute Hanna-Barbera style going on.
I'm
Yeah.
going to assume that there's going to be a there's gonna have to be a DLC coming up. They probably will announce it in August or so during the anniversary, like they usually do. But I'm assuming they must do some sort of DLC, because they usually tend to do a DLC for their games. Something to do with the Fall Fest, because they've been teasing that for like
Yes.
years now, and it's like obviously like
Please.
Fiona
Yeah, ever
died in
since
the fire
Dreadbear.
there, so it's like okay, now what the fuck happened there? I'm curious.
I
You
want
either play
Fall
as Edwin or
Fest.
Fiona.
And
I want
supposedly Fazbear has been hosting this thing, so it's like I'm curious of how the fuck this looks. Like I want to go to a haunted like a theme park,
Yes.
no, like a horror land of sorts, but with that Freddy
I want to go.
animatronics.
I
But
want to go to a carnival.
yeah, carnival of horrors, as it
We were
were.
promised a carnival and we were cheated.
Yeah, but it's probably
We were
coming up.
promised a Fall Fest and we didn't get it yet.
Speaking of that whole area,
We got teasers to Fall Fest in
the amount
Curse
of
of Dreadbear.
the amount of characters that got introduced, like Deadeye Roxy, but then also Monty was there, and then the Moon.
Oh
So it's
yeah,
like
I was gonna
the
mention that
amount
Monty made an appearance
Oh
too.
yeah, he
the
did.
amount of fucking characters they got going on there, right? And it's implied that he basically bought everything off. Like the Fazbear Entertainment basically bought the whole thing. Basically, what I understand from the lore is basically like, hey, we'll fund you the project to help us do our thing, but if you can't, provide us what we want, we basically owe you now. So basically, everything you have is now belonging to us. So
I
like
find it
all,
really
all
funny
the
that,
all the things that you've made for other people, fuck those people. They're now ours. That poodle, that's mine now. The bee, that's mine too. The elephant,
That
definitely
walrus
the
that does that
elephant.
high
We'll take
dive,
that.
mine.
well, I find it kind of interesting that uh, that Fazbear Entertainment LLC is using Monty and Roxy, despite the fact that they're a separate company from Incorporated. So, which means that technically, legally speaking, I could be wrong, but legally speaking, they don't have those rights to Roxy and Monty.
Well, fuck that. Well, what are you gonna do? Sue them? They fucking have millions of
Well,
billions of dollars.
they mysteriously have fuck you money, but
Basically, yeah. So, like, what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, look,
I'm gonna joke about it during my playthrough. It's just like imagine the person commissioned Edwin to make I want to make a poodle character for my shampoo emporium. He's like, okay, we'll do that. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, well, now that character is now ours. It's like, well, what the fuck? He's like, nah, screw you, it's ours now. we'll make her into an
Entertainment has like
animatronic and have everyone loot over her. You can't do shit. What are you gonna do? I'm
Fazbear,
Freddy Fazbear.
yeah, Fazbear Entertainment has like a whole bunch of like mysterious money coming in because not only do they have enough money to build a fucking big ass mall that's
Yeah,
dedicated around like the glam rocks, but
it's
they
like
have
a theme
several
park.
locations based on that, as well as a fucking water park.
The only thing that is surprising to me with that is with the Megaplex. I'm surprised that there's not like areas for you to actually sleep in. You know what I mean? Like have it be a hotel as well, because it's
Actually, they
almost
do have.
really
They do.
okay. It's
Yeah,
in
Oh,
the
in the
story.
books,
Okay, in the books, yeah.
yeah, in the
So
books, one of the locations actually has something called Fazbear Towers where employees stay,
oh well,
so that
there's a
way
bunch
they
of
can be
employees.
center to work.
that's a
But we
hotel.
need
I'm just
the
I'm just
Well,
people
it's
to buy
imagining.
our
technically
money.
a
We
hotel.
don't want them to
Like,
leave. To spend your money here forever. We're under
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
lockdown
it's
until
technically an apartment
mid-August. We can't
complex, but
leave.
it could be seen as a hotel depending.
Yeah.
so I didn't know about that. So now I'm just imagining like the Pizzaplex is falling apart, and I just imagine one employee wakes up like, "Huh, I wonder what that noise is." Oh,
They look
Well, I
outside
don't
and
think.
it's like the ruined, and it's like, oh fuck.
Well,
I no
because
longer
there's
like
like
sleep.
I am
Turn into
so
shit.
tired.
because there are several different pizzaplexes throughout different locations. The one that we're currently playing in, I don't think has a Fazbear Tower,
No.
But
but
admit it. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would.
well, the problem is that in that location specifically, for some reason, they completely ditched all of their human staff and replaced them with robots, with the exception of Vanny.
Well,
So
yeah,
then
then
it
we
was like
find out
it was like
because
a
Fanny
test
was fucking
flex.
doing shit behind the back, because she was under control of the MIP and I guess
Yeah,
supposedly the
she
MIP
was pulling
was like
strings
that.
and shit, like
Yeah.
trying to get Fazbear Entertainment to do what she wants.
I find it.
I just
Speaking with the mimic stuff, I find it fascinating that Jackie's design is the way it is, making you think William looked at this and was
I
like,
love it.
I can use this. I like this
I
design.
can
I'll make
use
it
this.
under Circus Baby's Party World and capture children.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
no, it captured my own
Oh no, my
baby.
own
How did
child.
it
Oh well.
backfire
Oh,
on me?
well.
I love Jackie's design.
Fuck.
Like the speaker and her lower jaw thing, that's nice. And her big ass, stretchy, noodly accordion arms, that's great.
Right, yes.
Gee,
And
gee, I wonder why you
She's
like
like
Jackie
everything
now.
I
I
like
wonder
about.
why. I wonder why you like Jackie.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, to be fair, like she
I
kind of
have a,
actually reminds me of a character I created called Lolly Popsicle, and
listen.
she's like this
Really?
clown
I would
that
have
can
thought
be
she
able to
reminded you of
stretch.
your own, like Jackie.
Huh?
Listen, I have a type of person I like, okay? You can't blame me on that stuff.
I like the cartoon,
I like
like
cartoon. I
stretchy
like characters with
accordion
big
clown
noodly
things
arms.
going on.
Nothing's wrong with
You
that.
like the tune things.
I like noodly arms.
Yeah, noodly. I actually got a comment on DeviantArt about from one person who was like, "Oh, I love noodly arm characters." I was just so tempted to say, like, you know what? Yeah, me too.
You
Yeah.
know what? Me too, man. Me too.
You should
Fist
do some
bump.
fan art of Jackie then. I'm sure you have a more cuter design than fucking what Edwin made.
Oh yeah, I could probably come up with like a cuter design of Jackie. No
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt.
You notice how she sounds okay when you first introduced to her, but as soon as the mimic
I
takes
love
over, it sounds so weird. Like you can tell it's trying to mimic Jackie, but it sounds so off.
yes.
Yeah. For
It's
some
so
reason, like he can
creepy.
mimic Edwin so perfectly, but for some reason, Jackie seems completely difficult to do.
That is such
Yeah,
a horrible thing.
I just
Yeah, that's a horrible thing that happened with him, by the way. Just like the poor guy is on the floor, fucking like probably his legs blown off or something like that, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
just like,
spoiler alert if you haven't played it yet, by the way. Sorry.
well, I mean, we don't know he's dead, right? It's implying that he's not there anymore, so it's like, well, maybe he
I
survived.
mean,
I don't know. He could have
yeah.
jigsaw his way out of it.
Speaking of legs, what do you
Listen,
think of mine?
yeah, I
Stole
stole
mine
your
off the
legs
bot?
and used mine instead.
Oh, don't worry,
Nice and
buddy. We'll
easy.
do something fun tomorrow. It's like tomorrow. I'm
Don't worry,
fine.
Wow.
buddy. We'll do
I don't think
something
I'll be
fun
live
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Oh well, that's your problem. It's like, I'm
Well,
sorry I beat you up.
it also turns out that there might be 3 mimics.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
no.
I
well,
don't think it
well, the
is.
mimic
First,
in the
okay,
game
so
is nothing like the mimic we see in Ruined, right? So I don't know if
that's
it's because
because
of
I
that
think
upgrade or if it's because as far as we know, there were only 2 mimics that we know of. One of them is the software MM1 or M1, I
no,
think it
it's just
is,
M1. Yeah,
which I guess is Fiona, as we find out.
yeah,
And then the Mimic 2, in this case, is the
David.
animatronic that he made. And what's fascinating about this one is that supposedly they tried stealing the blueprints to the Mimic and found that it was inconclusive. Like they wouldn't be able to recreate it for some reason. So for some fuck all reason, he ended up making this thing, and it just worked. And he's dumbfounded how the hell it worked in the first place. But he's like, well, whatever.
Isn't it like the mimic in Ruin like ripped out his like core, his like square core or something?
Maybe I don't know.
Square four.
I
I
know
don't
the
remember.
books and the games have nothing to do with each other. Like, yeah, they have similar things, but they have different. Like, for example, Edwin's alive in the books, and you know, his wife wasn't around, but in the game, is implied she died in the fire,
Yeah,
and then
in the books, he actually died in a different manner.
yeah, and we don't know the situation with his son. With I think it's Matthew. I think his name is. Is it? Am I wrong?
No, Edwin's son is David.
David, sorry. Yeah. So we don't know how David passed on, but we know that he must have passed on at some point. So it's like, what happened to him? I don't know. But
He must.
supposedly he
I don't.
got mad. He got mad at Mimic. It's like, you're stop sounding like him. And
Well,
the Mimic's like,
Yeah.
I like this.
from
I'm gonna
what
do
we
this.
understand, he got hit by a car and just died.
Yeah, I was even about
That's
to
in
say
the
a lot of
story,
people
yeah.
just like
In the
he
story,
got
that's how it
ran
is, but
over.
we don't know in the game, right? It could have been something else.
Well, it's also actually confirmed in the books.
Yeah, the books, yeah, but in the game we don't know for sure because for all we know, he could have died of cancer.
I mean, chances are at least that part would have been, true.
Yeah,
That he just got killed by a car, because there are, even though the books do differ from the games, there are some key points that are very interconnected with a lot of its lore. Like, for example, the first victim of the missing children's incident um, was supposedly I think it was like Susie or Susan, the one who possesses Chica.
yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm assuming.
So we all know that's confirmed to be a thing from both the games and the book.
Yeah. Again, similarities, but they are slightly different. So it's like different
Yeah,
timelines or like different
it's
universes.
an alternate timeline of
Yeah,
sorts.
basically, yeah. It's basically Rick and Morty we're playing with here.
So chances are David did get killed by the car in the games.
Yeah, it's
It's just
possible.
that
We
they
don't
don't
know yet.
exactly have a way of, portraying that situation.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
do get to see what they look like, so at least we got that. Like we got a picture of them,
Yeah,
so we
that
know what
yeah.
they look like now. Before they used to do this old man picture, which was like a stock image, and people were like, "This is Edwin." It's like, no, it's not.
It's not
Anyway,
him at all.
yeah, who the
I,
fuck is this man? His R.L. Stein. It's this guy.
I I will I will also say, doesn't it kind of feel like the mimic doesn't want to be fixed?
No, well, I
Oh
mean,
no, the
in the
medic just
special
wants to go
ending,
around killing things because he's
yeah.
programmed
Yeah.
to do that.
Well, in the special ending, we do actually end up fixing it by glitching it, like fixing its programming, right? After playing the secret game that Edwin must have made at some point. But oh, by the way, I love how Edwin makes all this stuff, and one of the things he made was his idea of fucking toys to life come existence. Like put a item in the fucking inventory, and it's in the game now. It's just like, how the fuck does that work? Magic. You have the item now.
My
We put it in the game.
magic.
Magic
It
powers.
must have like
Yona
it
did it.
probably
I've
might have
discovered,
like,
honey, I've discovered necromancy.
I love it too that you end up finding out Fiona from her like the whole idea, like the whole CD animator, like the big reveal, all that stuff is just fun, especially with after you find the Fiona robot and be like, "Oh, that's the robot that was the thing, the MX whatever. The fuck, there it is."
Mixies.
And then Arnold obviously is like, "What the fuck are you? A robot? What the hell is going on?" Listen. You're gonna have to do this
I
for me,
know this is a
okay?
lot.
And then he leaves, the whole place is falling in the fucking fire, and then you get to see these weird animatronics that look like mimics. That it almost looks like the mimic was making robots of their own, and it looks so fucked up, like
Yeah,
garbage. And what it's like, what the fuck are these things? It's just like fuck
Oh,
this
yeah,
my
right
it's
now.
kind
my
of
You
weird
dad
get
can
these
because
do
big
one
it.
of them
robots
is
coming out
actually a
and
garbage
fucking
can.
driving away, fucking like get the fuck off my car.
It's
And of
funny
course the
because one
mimic
of
My
comes
them
out.
dad
is
And
can do it
actually
so
a
can I.
garbage can.
yeah, I like the
And
mimic
there's
design.
like another one that's like a microwave.
Yeah, it did a bunch of garbage ones, of course. It's the garbage crew. You know what? Oh, that's where the trash can came from. Those fuckers. That's where they got the idea from.
Actually, it's funny because there was actually a present box cutout standee that had like two pointing fingers, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's number one crates. There he
The best
is."
character. There he is. He stole that
Yeah.
too.
We found him finally, and he's alive.
Yeah. Anyways, I just still love this idea. Yeah, so we talked a lot about the mimic stuff. So yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a lot of
I
stuff. We
was
need
gonna
to
say
move
we
on.
read a lot about
We need to
that
move
a
on a
long
little
time
bit.
ago.
We need to quickly go
Sorry.
through. Let's do this quickly. So, one last thing before we go and talk about our main. I guess we won't talk so much about what the other thing, but we'll talk a bit briefly with this one. So, we were going to talk about something else, but recently, within this week, Wednesday, they announced out of nowhere, Game Mills decided to go like, "Hey, we have a new Goosebump game coming out called Terror of Little Creek. Here it is. It's coming out in August, at the end of August. Enjoy." It's just like, and
Yeah, it's coming out on the Switch.
well, no, it's coming out on all the platforms, especially on Steam. So like everything you could think of,
Um,
it's coming on there.
I
But
only saw the one on the Switch. Sorry.
yeah, it's okay. It's probably just a Switch exclusive trailer type of thing. But yeah, it's on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and then as well as on PC, so aka Steam. But one of the interesting things that came out of it was I was looking at the reaction to the Goosebumps community, and I have to say this: I'm sorry if you're offended by what I'm about to say, then you're a part of the problem. If not, then obviously this is not for you. They're a bunch of fucking snobs. seriously, anything that gets released of Goosebumps, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. It's like I don't know. It's you know what it is. Near Invader Zim, there's an episode where they're doing the big chicken. Not well, I call it a chicken, but it's like this robot that you know how when they were gonna send Zim a bunch of crazy robots, but then they switched the packages around.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, behold, we got this new thing, and he's like, I don't like it. We didn't make it so you can like it. Well, I should like it. You know, that's literally them in a nutshell. Like, fucking doesn't matter
So,
what the fuck they made.
every
It's like,
fandom in the
I
world
don't
got
like
it.
it. It looks like shit. It looks like Velma. It looks like the fucking IDW comic shit. It doesn't even look like Goosebumps. That's literally what it is. And I'll give it credit. There is nothing it says it's inspired by. So as far as I know, it looks like it almost seems like it's like they made a Boo Haunted House game, but then they're like, oh shit, no one's gonna buy this generic game. That we'll slap on Goosebumps on top of it. There we go. We solved the problem. But
Wait,
There we go.
wait,
Problem
wait a
solved.
minute. My main gripe with the whole criticism against it is that, don't they read like the books at
I
all?
know.
Because, there's always a new monster coming out
Yeah.
like every time a
And-
book is released. So
Yeah,
like what's the big
and it
deal?
kind of looks like they're basing, like, there's the Phantom of the Auditorium, supposedly, probably Karu, because that's the only mummy that they fucking talk about, and then maybe
Actually,
maybe
that's
the
not
alien.
that he's not the only mummy. There's also
I know
the
he's
mummies
not the
from
only mummy, but that's the only mummy they fucking care about. It's like, oh, it's only Chris Karu, because he's on the first book. Everyone else, fuck him. Fuck him. But yeah, but anyways, we don't know yet, because it's very they only gave us some information, right? But by reading the what their advertising blurb and all that stuff, it sounds interesting. And I'll say this, just by looking at the trailer and reading the synopsis alone, am I going to say that this game is going to be great? Probably not. But this is coming from a company that has done decent games in the past. Like the last game I saw them doing was Patrick Star Game, and that game is stupid fun. So this might be the same thing. But the thing is, it's funny how people are already poo-pooing this game despite it not coming out yet. Like, if you played the game and you don't like it, that's fine. But don't fucking go ahead and just look and go, nah, shit. It's just stupid. And I'm going to say this right now, just by looking at the trailer. This looks 100 times better than the last fucking game we got, which was Dead of Night. Because that game was basically, here's a mobile DLC, but it was too big for mobile platforms, so we'll decide to put it on fucking consoles. There you go. Looks like garbage.
I was actually going to make a comparison to Goosebumps Horrorland, to be honest.
Well, I mean, Goosebumps Horrorland was more of a collection of party game, like mini games, basically, right?
Yeah.
It was.
But that's the problem. Like, a lot of people are kind of like, there's no Slappy, so he's like, oh, it's not a Goosebumps game. Like, you don't know. Maybe Slappy's in there. We don't know, right?
Okay.
Maybe they're hiding
I was
it.
talking about that earlier, actually.
Yeah, I was just about to say that before the fucking podcast recording, like Alistair and Jackson and I, we were just talking about this whole, it's not Goosebumps unless Slappy's in it. I was like, give the dude a break. He has
Fucking
a whole
hell, leave
fucking
him
book
alone.
series dedicated to him. He needs a
wouldn't-
break.
You
There's
wouldn't be
other
where you
fucking
are
monsters.
without
Poor
one.
Curly didn't get a fucking break. Why do you make him the villain of this time? It's like, he gets his revenge. It's just like, I've been neglected for years. It's now my turn to shine.
You wouldn't be where you are without me.
Me?
You know it.
Yeah,
The cool
that's
90s
something
skeleton.
Slappy would exactly say. It's like, you wouldn't be here without me.
The cool 90s skeleton dude. And you finally fight him and he fucking falls down. Aw.
And then everyone else says too is
Ooh, Grandpa Slappy's turn.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Basically, I'll be curious to see this game through. I'll be playing it most likely for the Halloween season, and by the time you guys come back, we'll probably talk about it again, because by that time it'll be like, I already played it, and be like, here's my opinions on it. But I will say this, I'm interested in playing the game, for better or for worse. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but me, and I'm assuming Vampire, we like slop. We don't care what it is. If it has the logo on it, we'll eat. Me eats. Me eat whatever me sees. It's like, garbage. Yum yum. Because for me,
I'm like garbage. I'm like garbage goober.
Yeah, my thing.
Trash. Yum
Yum,
yum
yum,
trash.
Yum trash. I want to eat trash. Yeah, that's what we are. But the thing with me is that I do it for content. I do it for content. I look at it and go, if the game's shit, That's better because that makes it more funnier for content video. It's my reaction to this garbage.
Trash. I love trash.
Yum
Yum, yum,
yum
trash.
trash.
I want to eat
Trash.
trash.
Yeah. So yeah, the story doesn't look. It doesn't look too bad. It's like your typical kind of like oh the kids are something spooky's happening. Why is happening? Let's find out. And of course, I love the cliche of like they got these spooky monsters, and it's like oh we got the power of the slingshot. That'll scare them. And it's like it's the board with a nail in it. Run. He's got a board
I
with a
mean,
nail in
if
it.
you have like if you throw like a piece of garlic on that slingshot, then yeah, that
For
in the
vampires,
Goosebumps
sure.
universe,
To
that's
everyone else,
definitely terrifying to vampires.
but here's something interesting too with the trailer that I noticed is that supposedly there is a book. Like we're gonna assume that this is gonna be like these monsters coming from a book, kind of like that. Kind of like the movie type thing. But the
Yeah.
book itself looks like this Cthulhu level of fucking Eldritch horror monster ish thing. It's like what the fuck is this? It's like no wonder the creatures are coming out of the
Stein,
wild.
what
Stein
is
writing
this?
from this fucking the book of the damn. No one was friends with me,
Damn.
so I made monsters in this book I
Stein,
found.
what
The
is
Death
this
Note is what it
title?
said.
I can't even read it.
Hello,
What is this?
It's
hello.
the
I'm
Death.
R.L. Stein, and I wrote the Necronomicon.
Oh
I found this
no!
book called The Death Note. I write down things and it happens. Died by a Yeti.
See, he died.
And here's the other
I'm
funny
R.L.
thing about
Stein,
that
and I
too.
wrote the Necronomicon.
It's implying that there's also multiple endings. So there's not like a one ending thing, like kind of like what happened with the Dead of Night. It's basically like there's good endings, there's bad endings, and I'm hoping there's stupid funny endings too. Like the whole kind of like how Silent Hill,
Oh, it's
you know
gonna
how
be like a
Silent Hill's
choose
the
your own
stupid.
adventure type thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yes.
we're bringing give yourself goosebumps up in this shit.
Did you collect all the secret stuff? Well, I guess you don't get the good ending. I'm sorry. You get the
Yeah,
bad,
it's gonna be
you get
give
the
yourself
Did you
ambiguous
goosebumps
find
ending.
with like
everything?
a
Oh, you
FNAF
didn't?
twist.
Oh well.
You get the ambiguous ending.
It's
Where
gonna,
it's like it's done, or is it?
it's gonna be give yourself goosebumps with a FNAF treatment.
Yeah, I swear to God, though, I'm gonna add this stupid goosebump jingle sting at the end. If the ending is gonna be the twist thing, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking go. Dun, 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 dun. It has to add that in there because it wouldn't be goosebumps. Like, see, look, now it's goosebumps. I fixed your game. It's perfect now.
and and for
There you
kicks,
go.
and for kicks, you should have like Skid and Pump from Spooky Month just doing a little dance from it.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Dun, dun,
You know,
dun, dun, dun.
you know what would be funny if actually you can do like there. It's easy to do. You have to do the 3 different poses, but you can have us kind of do the spooky dance if we want to, and I can edit like.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I love it too that he
Just
actually
have
for
Slappy
Palo
doing
actually
that.
showed you how to do it in real life. It's basically like you gotta just push it like push away and then do the other side. And you just...
Just
yeah.
have Slappy doing that. Do, 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 do.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's we can't really talk about this game as much because it was just announced, and usually we're not going to know anything until the game fully released because this is typical Goosebumps shit. We tend to see this happen all the time now with Goosebumps. It's just like
Yeah.
here's a thing, here you go, enjoy, and they don't add to that. It's just like here you go. It's a surprise. Here's a game coming out, which is better than what happened last year, where it's just like we might be making a game. Here's this AI. Here's this fucking AI shitty concept art we threw out there, and it never fucking came out of it. So it's like, oh well, great, thanks for ruining our rep. It's like thanks for bringing our hopes down. But yeah.
Thanks for breaking our dreams.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You shouldn't have done that and announced. That's why I don't like announcing things until I know it's done. I want to do the Nintendo approach where it's basically like when I announce it, it's like, oh, it's coming out. No, it's no delays or not. It's coming out right now. So kind of like what happened to
It's coming
Goosebumps
out.
thing. It's like literally, yeah, it's like the Goosebumps Terror of the Little Lake. It's like, yeah, here it is. It's coming out now. So yeah, here we go. No delays. It's coming out. So it's nice to see that other game companies are going to get and. Depending on how well this game does, because General Mills tends to be the company that kind of does, and I hate to say this, shovelware, that they take like IP licenses and kind of do shovelware games for it. And I say shovelware with like quotations, like it's not like shitty games, but it's it's games where it's like we'll take this idea from this cool concept, and we'll just slap a logo on top of it and be like, done, right? So maybe we get more Goosebump games from them if this one does well. So we'll see what happens.
I kind of figure it might do at least like a little above Horrorland numbers.
I'm hoping it does at least well enough to be like, let's do another one, right? Like I want more. I want more Goosebump games so I can play them because as of right now with this game, it's like I'm losing all hope. There's nothing been announced as of yet. I'm gonna hold off until Halloween, but at the same time, if nothing happens, I'm not surprised, and I'll just be like, okay, it's dead. It's officially dead. We'll do the fucking funeral for it. But the podcast won't be dead, but the game will be. But anyways,
I don't know.
So yeah, we're in an hour already, and we have yet to talk about the chicken update.
Well, I think Logan wanted to say something.
Okay.
I was gonna say like this is the same day and age that's willing to watch like the horrible live action Lilo and Stitch. So I feel like it'll do well.
We talked about that last episode, and yeah, believe me, yeah, I can see that movie was, oh boy, it was really bad as far as Jesus Christ. I don't know. They had, how could they fuck it up so bad is what I have to say. They had everything there, but then they fucked it up. I love it too because I think Dubis Scrubus or whatever his name is, he made a parody of that. It's basically like, hello, I'm Jumpa. No, you're not. Here I am. I love being evil. It's just
I actually saw a video where they were talking about the How to Train Your Dragon movie, the new one.
Yeah.
And apparently that movie did exceptionally well despite being a live action remake. And the reason being is that what DreamWorks did with How to Train Your Dragon contrasts what Disney has been doing with their live action remakes, which is, being basically a shot for shot of the original.
Surprise, surprise. Universal is doing better than Disney in both the theme parks, their movies, and everything else in life. And, they should fucking deserve to be crashing and burning at this point. And, I was going to talk more about the Disney thing in like the next episode for sure, because I wanted to talk about this episode, but we're already getting long enough and, trying not to be poor future Grim having to deal with this stuff. But needless to say, next episode we'll talk more about the Disney bad. Let's just say that, because there's a certain property they have going on right now that they've been neglecting for years, and I am sick of it, especially what happened recently.
I was going to say that Logan is actually a big Disney fan. Not a Disney adult, but, he's a fan of Disney.
Yeah, it must be sad, though, looking at what happened to them. It's just like, like fuck, man. I can see the deal with Disney, but it's just like they're focusing on all the stupid shit. It's like, fuck, no. Look how much shit you got. You don't do anything with it. Like, fuck. People are really tired of Star Wars and fucking Marvel. Why don't you do anything else? Oh, no, we'll just do remakes because we're so corrupt. We're so bankrupt with ideas. And whenever we do a good idea, it tends to be fucking like garbage. Like the new movie come out with Pixar movie came out. It's just like apparently it's doing really horrible. Yeah, Elo or whatever his name is. It's like apparently it's doing bad. So yeah, that's why they're making it more like we're doing just do remakes moving forward, because even though we said we're not doing it anymore, it's just like,
you know what? I honestly kind of wish they just did the shot-to-shot remakes, because at least they would rake in a little bit of revenue. They would do like what How to Train Your Dragon did, and not just steer off that path and piss people off.
What I will say too is that it's funny with the Lilo, like we were talking about how with Bubbles, it's just like you had a good fucking actor who could have played him well, which was Terry Crews. Yeah. That would have been totally fitting with the guy. But no, fuck that. Let's do something else entirely.
Like, even if he's playing a not serious character, like the skit roles he does for Studio C, great channel by the way, I recommend you watch it.
Yeah.
He is still like an imposing figure. Like this, like if this dude even like cracks a smile at you, you would almost assume that he's thinking homicidal thoughts about you.
Yeah.
Like, he can be pretty damn scary, and he would fit the role of Cobra Bubbles, like, to a fucking T.
Yeah. And he's funny too, so you can have it be humorous in some cases, right?
Yeah.
Like dry humor, right? That's literally what because that's what Corporate Bubbles is. He's like a dry humor kind of guy. He's like he's serious with his job because of course he works for not the FBI. No, he works for
Formerly the
yeah,
FBI, but
service. The what do you call it? The
CIA.
foster care.
no,
Not foster care. The God, what is it? It's fucking like looking after
CFS.
and yeah. He's like, I work for this company. It's like, obviously, no, you're not. It's just like, yeah. And as far as you know, I am.
I like that one scene where Lilo's like, "Have you ever killed anybody?"
And he kind of gives an eye look.
Like,
it's
she
just like,
knows.
yeah, and then I love it because he gives the kind of glasses down look. It's just like, you really want to ask me that question? Not as far as
Are you prepared for the answer?
Don't ask questions you're not ready to hear the answers to. I killed a man with this thumb. Wrong movie, but still. Anyways, yeah. So
Yeah, I'll agree that the entertaining side of Disney has been falling, but at least I still have the parks. So
we need to get someone else inside Bob. We need to get Bob out of there. Fuck him.
we need Iger out. Like I'm so glad they're trying to get him to retire early.
They had him retired before, but then they fucking brought him back in, and this is like
because again he sabotaged his last credit
on purpose. By the way,
yeah. Fun fact: Iger sabotaged Chapek.
Yeah, on purpose. He threw him in there on purpose. He's like, he knew this thing. It's like he knew the shit was gonna hit the fan, but he's like, I'm gonna have this guy take the fall for me, and it made me look like a good hero. It's like, oh, I didn't do this.
And then all of a sudden,
the bombs on fire. He just happened to be there.
And now it's backfiring on him yet again.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, yeah. The only thing he did good was that I bought a bunch of other IPs to make Disney fucking like this big conglomerate fucking monster that it is. That's all. That's all I did. That's it.
I stopped giving Disney my money. Now I kind of
not like Michael Eisner, who at least tried to give a shit, right? He brought the Renaissance back. He fucking wrong shit. Sure, he did some things that were bad. Sure, like like try to bring we need the teenage demographic in here, right? But his heart was in the right place. He knew what he was doing for the most part. And then the very end, he was just kind of like, no, not Iger, fucking Mike, fucking what's his name?
Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner.
No, Eisner. I said Eisner.
Yeah. Anyways, should we talk about Chicken now, or?
Yeah, we're
off topic again.
Yeah,
we should quickly talk about it. Okay, fun episode, fun event. Okay, we'll move on. We're all done.
Yeah.
No, that's not fun. All right. We'll try to do it quickly as possible. So, Chicken. What about that? I think only me and you can.
Hot take. I actually like Crystal's character.
I know a lot of people are like, "You really?" Assassination of the character. He's like, well, technically, Crystal is not the same Crystal as in the book. It's just a name only, right? First,
her last name is actually Mickelson because she's related to Greg.
Basically, she's the typical rich bitch. Like she's the fucking brat, or what do you call that? Mean girl type of thing. It's just like a rich bitch.
She's a spoiled girl. She's a spoiled one.
Spoiled brat. That's it. Yeah. And I love it too because then it's like they basically took one of the worst books that R.L. Stine's made. Supposedly, fun fact, that's not the worst book he considers. Go Eat Worms. It's like that's the worst book I made. I swear I'm putting my hands down. That's the worst book I made.
Really? Worse than fucking Monster Blood 4?
Yeah,
Get
Monster
out of here.
Blood 4. I'm okay with that one, but Go Eat Worms. I don't know what I was thinking.
No.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Everyone collectively agrees that Monster Blood 4 sucks.
Well, I mean, it doesn't exist, so no.
Well, I mean, I guess the fans kind of just retconned it out of existence. Like, yeah, we don't talk about Monster Blood 4.
It's like the snap of the fingers.
We don't talk about Monster Blood 4.
No. We don't talk about blue-lipped monster blood. No. Slug monsters. It's like, yeah, I love it. Someone took a video talking about that shit. But anyways, Yeah, so I do like how the game developers are like, let's fix this book that people have a problem with and make it better by basically having Vanessa be the good guy and Crystal being the bad guy. And then having a fun fact is like, you know what? Let's have Vanessa and Clarissa be related. Yay, finally to them.
Yeah, yeah, Clarissa and Vanessa. Because I thought you said Crystal and Vanessa. I'm like, wait,
No,
what?
they're related?
And
What?
then I
Since
was like,
when?
oh, you said
Huh?
Clarissa. Okay.
Yeah. The similar names too. Like I love it. It's just like you must be Crystal. It's like no, Vanessa. It's like Clarissa, Vanessa, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same shit.
Yeah. I love her catchphrase. I love her little like she got a little poodle danger, but I love her catchphrase. What a freak! It's just like everything she's like. It's fucking freaks. It's just like wow, okay. What a poor. What if a freak was there? Like that's insulting them. It's just like hey, I take offense to that. That's not your word. That's our word. You can't say that.
It's like, oh, you want to see freaks? Oh, well, have you met Faraday? And I can imagine Crystal being like, yeah, he's like super freaky.
I love it too because he was in the book. He was
Oh.
in the storyline, right? Because like I would
Yeah,
do a
he
film, like
like
I was gonna film a thing. It's just like, oh, I wanted to be in the film too. It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll actually film this pretty much. Like I look, I know the town. I can make you guys look good. It's like, what? I heard that. Fuck off. You're out.
no. So like Crystal hired Faraday to do like
The commercial.
a movie biography of Crystal's life,
Yeah.
but Faraday kind of confided, I think it was in Greg, that he was going to change up the scenes to make it more terrifying. And Crystal, overhearing this, was like, "Oh no, fuck that shit! You're fired. I don't want you doing anything like that. No,
Yeah.
What the hell is this shit? You're fired. Get out.
Yeah.
like no, you're not even gonna film a fucking thing without my
What
permission.
what
No,
I don't
get out of
get,
here."
what I find interesting is like why they turned them into like I get it, it's like oh well the book is chicken so yeah I turn it into chicken but it's like what the context of that is just like all right well with Greg it's like no not Greg was it yeah it's Greg right it's like Greg it's
Yeah,
like
Greg was
you're
just at the
you were
wrong place at
there
the
so
wrong
I'm
time. He
gonna
just
go
happened to
easy
be
on you
related
you're
to
turning
Crystal
into
at
a
the time.
rooster all right you turn into a normal rooster but fucking Crystal over there no chicken monster from the Ghostbusters series
Where chicken?
the were chickens yeah that's exactly it yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
but
giant chicken monster.
I know that Crystal deserved to, go under the transformation
Yeah,
because, she was
and he's like,
actually a
I love it.
massive fucking dick.
She's still a dick afterwards too. He's like, like Vanessa goes, it's just like, Crystal, look, no one's fucking cared for you. Like, you're not gonna be here forever. I'm not a monster like you. It's just like, what did I do to you? You're just jealous. It's like, jealous. Look at you.
It actually just reminds me of the scene in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish where
Unbelievable.
it goes through the whole fucking fuck. Did I really forget his name?
Yes,
Oh wait,
Jack
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 Horner.
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 Jack
Yeah,
Horner,
Jack Horner.
best
He's
character.
going through like the whole Jack Horner thing. Like, what did I do to deserve this?
I mean,
I
what
mean, what specifically?
specifically? I love it too because everyone looked at him just like, really, bitch?
Huh, well, let me think about this everything.
Yeah. The be fair, I think what did him in is basically fucking with Jiminy Cricket and as well as the bird. That's what fucked him at the end. So it's like, yeah, that's what fucked you. Everything else led up to that moment, and that's when you like, all right, well, that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Goodbye.
And actually, getting back to Chicken before we divulge into something else, um, I really liked the contrast between the Heroes Diner and the Monster Diner,
I love
considering
that
that,
competition thing too. I love that too.
well, I don't know if it was a competition per
Well,
se, but I
no,
guess
but
to Crystal it was. But
yeah,
uh, I really liked how you have like this whole list of like different monster foods, and some of them look completely fucking sentient, like the Monsterator or the Monster Chicken.
chicken bucket. Yeah, chicken bucket.
Yeah, the Monster Chicken bucket.
My chicken bucket. I love it so much.
Chicken bucket. The
Just
Monster
thought of
Chicken
another
bucket.
meme.
Put the chicken in my mouth. Chicken bucket. Put the chicken in my mouth. The
Slappy,
horrible
slappy,
ball
butt
game.
massage.
Mr. Bucket, I put the balls in my mouth. Mr. Bucket.
I just imagined another Goosebumps meme.
Oh god.
Don't
It's
start a
it's
foot massage.
it's the scene where Jiminy's like going off on Jack Horner. specifically.
Yeah.
But it's like someone else in Crystal.
Oh, that's horrible. It was terrible. You're horrible. You're an
You're an
irredeemable
irredeemable
monster.
monster.
What took you so
What took
long,
you so long,
idiot?
freak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Instead of
Oh,
idiots,
what took
freak.
you so long, freak? You
I
don't
feel like
talk, do you? Mm-mm. You're not gonna talk, are you? Mm-mm.
I know that if out of all of the characters she probably would get along
I
outside of
swear,
like my AU would
I
be
fucking
most likely Reggie.
yeah. Oh my god! I just realized she is Jack Thorpe. That literally that's what she is. She's Mr. I have everything. It's all over me, but no one else. 'Cause I'm pretty. You need to get daddy. You need to call daddy right now. I need to get out of this hellhole. Too bad you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, she's pretty much stuck there.
Yeah.
But I would feel like Crystal would get along very well with like Reggie Mayfield since they're kind of almost on the same mentality. The only difference is that Reggie Mayfield is, canonically it's supposedly Krampus in the Horror Town universe.
Yeah, basically. That all thanks to me, by the way. I'm just saying.
It's me.
Anyways,
I'm the one who created that
it's
idea. You're
me.
welcome,
I
said Grim.
made the story.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
should be
true. It's
getting the
true.
credit. Yeah. Anyways, what's funny about with the whole, it's funny how usually Dustin and Lucy gets involved with this, but they kind of took a back seat this time around. Like they were in there, but they were kind of
Oh
like,
yeah.
and it's like near the end, it's just like oh, but we like eating snotty children. It's like what? It's like just kidding. It's just like yeah, well, you shouldn't be snooping or any lazy little brats.
Yeah, I know that
Clarissa
I
is
know
such
that
a troll. I love her.
I know that a little bit of like Lucy and Dustin wanted to get involved, but as soon as they met Crystal, they're like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me.
Someone
Please.
just
Fuck
take
this
my
shit,
stuff
I'm out.
and leave.
Nope.
Excuse me, please.
I'm dead. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't really care. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Love that song.
This shit, I'm out.
Mm-mm. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when the chicken beak thing started happening. It's like, it begins.
I also like how the curse placed on Crystal has like a Pinocchio effect where the more she becomes so arrogant and rude and condescending and all that shit, the more she transforms into this were chicken.
Yeah, I like how you designed her, by the way. Like you still gave her the clothes despite it poorly fitting on her. Meanwhile, the game designer's like, not naked. That's fine, naked.
Feathers.
Where's poor fucking yeah, like what happened to poor Danger? I I love I love the dialogue with Curly and Drool during this time too because they're fucking with the story too. It's like you got Drool just like it's that danger, and then it's just like Drool, I look fucking bark. It's like you hear him in the bark. It's like what a horrible town. I'm out of here. And then of course him kind of looking at her, it's like, chicken. It's like nice doggy. It's like don't drool. No, don't do that. You're gonna upset your stomach.
Now,
I
now
love
in
it
the
too.
AU,
Yeah, I love it too.
oh,
That even Slappy look there is like, wow, what a bitch.
it's
And
like,
I'm
wow, I know
evil.
I'm an asshole.
You know it's
Why
bad if
does he take
Slappy's
the
just like,
cake?
Yeah,
not into this.
yeah, because the whole storyline was basically like they want Clarissa to help them with their Thanksgiving meal thing because she's like the best cook apparently out of the town, and it's just like poor Mrs. Mara is just like I can't fucking cook for shit, and it's just like well that was the plan we're gonna make you do it. It's like shut up you, shut up murder.
But I know that in my little AU of Horror Town, I've been trying to get Crystal to, be a little bit more accepting because in this story that we're going to be dealing with after Chicken Chicken, I've been kind of having her learn how to control her. I want to say, I
Her
don't.
mean
I,
urges.
well, I was gonna say more like control her curse So that way she would know when to be polite and when to be rude. But she has to be like genuinely polite, otherwise she doesn't revert back. Damn, that's a squeaky door.
Why?
That's a fucking squeaky door you got there,
You know,
dude.
you know what's
Squeaky
sad?
door.
The guy who came in was literally trying to be as quiet as possible.
Oh
Hey, I'm just gonna be as quiet as possible.
He did like the shushing motion while he looked at me, and I was just like, "All right."
I hate
Anyway,
how I missed
continue
all
on. You
that
were rudely
because
interrupted by the door.
yeah, I hate all that I miss all that because to give some people context, I'm currently all by myself, alone in the home, so I have to watch the children, aka the dogs, all by myself, and
Fur
you know.
babies.
Yeah, so my fur babies basically. So my so-called my associates that live within the graveyard, or not graveyard, the fucking crypts, they were calling in just to see how everything were. So I can kind of try to contact them briefly after during our break. So just have everything go good and golden. But long story short, I'm all by myself. Me and my fur babies.
Oh.
Too bad you missed the whole door thing. That shit was funny.
Please
Anyway,
do that again. I want to hear. What did I miss? I'm like, I'm like
so
those I'm like the reaction streams where it's like, oh, hold on, I'm gonna take a piss, and this is my chair is reacting, and I come back and it's like, what did I miss?
yeah, live grim reaction.
Yeah, fucking chair, my grim chair's reaction.
But the first time that we see Crystal in this whole different scenario prior, or I guess post Chicken was an event I came up with for Little Comic Shop of Horrors, where she meets up with Super Lizard, also known as Milo.
Yeah, what do you
And
learn? Yeah, did you learn compassion?
yeah, she started to learn compassion, and in this AU, because Crystal's age isn't exactly verified on how old she is, I did treat her as an adult. So I did want to come up with an idea that because of the compassion that she shows for Milo, she starts developing a bit of a crush on him.
You hear that, artist? She's an adult. You do that if you into what you will.
You hear
It's
that,
like
artist of the internet? She's an adult.
literally, it's like Gooseworks. It's like they're adults. It's like, what did you do? It's like, well, I'm telling them the truth. Like, they're gonna happen regardless. I'm just making sure that they're fine.
I know,
I
right?
know
It's
it's gonna
It's gonna
happen
happen
regardless. I was
regardless of
like,
what I
look,
say,
you're
so I might
okay.
as
They're
well
not
just
gonna
tell
be
them that's the
called,
truth.
PDF files. So you're all good. They're adults.
Hear that, Gooners? It's perfectly legal to have Crystal Mickelson as, Rule
The funny
34.
green website.
Anywho,
Woo! Yeah, not like it's not uncommon
so
to see Goosebumps thing on the funny green website either.
anywho, if we're done with Chicken, I guess we could just move on to
Are we
what
done with
we've been.
Yeah, are we done with Chicken? I mean, yeah, oh god, it's almost like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Is there anything else we're missing from Chicken, or is that basically it?
that's just basically it on my end.
Anyone else wants to add anything to this? I would say no, but just double checking.
Nope.
No.
All right, well, the all knows or have it. So that's goodbye to Chicken. Hope you enjoyed it. Our FNAF podcast. Look, take a moment of a break real quick, and we'll talk about the main event as we were.
Damn it!
You
I'm
ready?
about to move myself.
You better be quick now. Better be quick now, Vampire. We're kind of running long here because we're having too much fun. But
Yeah.
anyways, so let's go ahead and talk briefly. So you might be wondering, why is it called Slappy Summer? Well, because it's during the summer, July and August specifically when you're watching this, and well, we figured because these events that we make up are basically like we try to do it as close to what they would do in the game. At some point, we're like, you know what, fuck it. They're not going to add this anymore, so why should we have restraints? So why don't we do every summer, let's say, we'll do something fun, which we'll call Slappy Summer, which means that we'll actually do a book based on the Slappyworld series. And we won't be restricted to any rules. So if we want to do long, stories, we can do that, or add things that weren't like normally wouldn't be allowed to we would do that. So basically, this is a do whatever you want with no restriction. I mean, well, some restrictions, but you know what I mean, right? We're not going to go too crazy overboard, but more so than
To us, it would be considered a free space on a bingo card.
yeah. So basically, this is the we just have fun type of stuff. Well, that way it makes it a little bit more interesting, and you have something to look forward to every hot summer when we melt in the sun because of Slappy.
Or
Because as you
burn.
know, in Slappy World, you're just screaming in it.
Yeah, that's the tagline.
Yeah. Although I'm supposedly Slappy's not narrating this story for you anyways. He will be for mine
Yeah, that's
because
the
again,
one difference.
yeah, that's the downs because that was the one thing I was gonna say. Like, oh, in the context, instead of curling it to be Slappy, but he's like, nah, not my story. My story is
Well,
different. My
there's a
story will
reason I
have my
made that
own
decision.
OC, but I'll be ahead of
Well,
myself. So when we last left off, our joke that we posted was that of the collector, him dying, and well, there's only one context of a story that had something to do with comics in the Slappy world. So why don't you go ahead and say what it is?
Well, before I do, the reason why I decided to not make Slappy the narrator of this story does, in fact, involve a continuation of a previous event that will go into a type of story arc.
Let's just
So,
say this is part of a
after
trilogy, and this is now the second part of it.
not exactly a trilogy, it's more like a quadrilogy
There's four
or
of
a
them?
saga, if you will. Yeah. But
Apparently, Grim
the
didn't know this.
No, I
the
did
book
not.
that well, there's going to be four things in total, so that's why I say it's a quadrilogy or a saga. But anyway, the story that I am going to be tackling is called "They Call Me the Night Howler," and this story is going to be it's going to be my interpretation of a Valentine event. So following the trend of different unique Valentine related names for, their Valentine events, this one is going to be called Allure of the Night Howler.
Oh, Valentine's story. Got the love,
Yeah.
got the love day.
This features, of course, Crystal and Milo, and it's also going to introduce a new character referred to as Blue Strawberry.
Okay.
Uh,
Blue strawberry.
I
yes,
think
Blue
they're from the book.
Strawberry. Yes, Blue Strawberry is from the Night Howler story, and she
Nothing.
is described as being a supervillain who happens to have the power of making fruit rain from the sky.
So she's
That's
like
all she
Cloudy
does.
with a chance of meatballs, but fruit only.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
she's like,
horrible. Can you imagine that? Fucking watermelons falling from the skies. That's like literally killing
oh yeah,
people.
Oh
it's like
yeah.
it's cloudy with a chance of watermelons.
Everyone dies.
The end.
Yeah, don't go outside when the
Once
watermelons fall.
they were so
Now,
ugly, everyone died. The end.
there is also two NPCs involved into this, which are Dr.Maniac and Wreckage.
Oh,
Now, now, Advent Goosebumps fans are familiar with who Dr.Maniac is,
of course. Who
but
wouldn't
they
be?
probably yeah, but they probably don't know who Wreckage is. Wreckage, like Blue Strawberry, is also a comic villain within the villain or comic verse.
Yeah.
Um, mm, he does what his name implies. He causes wreckages.
He's basically Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's gonna wreck
He
it.
he's like if Wreck-It Ralph stayed a villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't give a shit about being a hero.
Yeah, he doesn't care about being a hero. He just destroys things because it's fun or some shit, whatever his motive is.
But what about the Night Howler?
Oh, we'll get to the Night Howler soon. So,
Okay.
before we do, a few things I want to cover. The first one is that this is one of the few, I don't know if I ever did this before, but this is one of the few ideas that I have that have a concept for special deals. So the first one involves a combination between Chicken Chicken and Little Comic Shop of Horrors, which is the first of the saga.
They both
The
together
second
or
one being, huh? Yeah, both together.
Damn, that's gonna be fucking expensive.
Probably, yeah.
$40.
The second one is called the Mutant. The second one is called the Mutant Comic Deal, which includes the Mass Mutant, the Comicinator device, which is from the Comic Shop of Horrors concept,
course.
the Mutant Vehicle, the molecular melting device, and the Mutant Mecha.
And for just for shits and giggles, the mutant plushie, because why not?
Oh, you know what? That's actually a
The
good
mutant
idea. I
plushie.
should probably just put that in too.
Oh,
Yeah.
The mutant plushie.
The one that Susie interacts with, quote unquote interacts with. She doesn't. She just disappears.
I've become a marketable plushie. Why?
No, Scholastic, don't turn me into a marketable plushie. Anyway, the last one is called Comic Lovers, and this just features Crystal, Milo, the Broken Love Signal, the Night Howler costume, Super Lizard's beacon, and Standing Mirror. So the special buildings involved with this event include something that's going to be a very prominent thing within this saga, and that is called the Comic Rift. And the Comic Rift is a little gateway into the comic book world. So that's where all these supervillains and superheroes are coming from, is this rift in the space-time continuum where it leads into the comic book world. And this comic rift in particular spawns Dr.Maniac and Wreckage. And they drop a 16 or 60% scare each, or not each, sorry. Together they drop 60% scares. And it also drops the Night Howler costume. But after the event, it will include Blue Strawberry, which becomes 90% instead of 60.
I was gonna say who made that. It's just like Eric Affabee, and then he does the shrug. It's just like,
Sorry, I guess. I mean,
The crafting
I'm
area is called.
sorry.
That's all good. The crafting area is called the Comic Book Characters Hall of Fame Museum, which is a long mouthful. I get it, but that's what it's called in the story.
You can just short form it if they don't like it. Too bad.
And the promenade supplier is known as the Hidden Comic Stone, which is going to be a play on the Infinity Stones.
hold on. Okay, perks up head. Okay.
He
what?
the snap power of chaos. Fucking kill everybody.
Well, considering that HorrorTown has like a huge amount of different references to like popular media, I decided to go with an Avengers type thing.
Yeah, like
Wait,
Ghostbusters.
who's getting these stones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if the Avengers, but if they were villains.
Oh.
Oh
well,
no.
with the exception of Milo, of course, but
Yeah, I mean, Milo's the odd one out. He's the weird one. You're the hero type. It's like,
He's the Bonnie.
it's like,
yeah,
ew, who puts you on this
ew,
planet?
ew. Who's the hero? He's the nice one. Fuck him.
So the Hidden Comic Stone is described as a pink comic stone hidden inside the ground, which is going to be mentioned in the story, but it drops the raw item known as the pink comic stone.
Oh.
Now, because this is a Valentine's event, the currency of this is going to be heart stickers.
Yeah,
Aw.
yeah. Heart stickers. This is what you get. Can I get the
That's
stone?
cute,
No,
Butch.
you get stickers. There you go, asshole.
The
That's what you get.
The supplier is the Pink Comic Geodes, and they drop the Pink Comic Zone. So the decorations I have listed, there's a few. So the first one I have listed is called the Standing Mirror, which was mentioned earlier. And this is an interactive item that can only be played by Crystal. The next one is Blue Strawberry Costume Display. This is a costume display that can be seen within the story of the, or not exactly seen, but mentioned inside the story when they enter the museum. Next one is the Night Howler costume display. The next one is the Purple Rage exhibit. Now, the Purple Rage is kind of a confusing character.
Yeah, he was from the Ricky Roda, whatever versus
Robbie Schwartz.
Robbie Schwartz versus Dr. Maniac, right? Oh no, Dr.Maniac versus Robbie Schwartz. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like another
also
villain character.
in um he was also in Dr. Maniac Will See You Now and the Night Howler.
Yeah, so it makes sense. I'm
So out of a lot of the comic book based characters, Purple Rage is a very consistent one.
yeah, weird.
Now, the reason why he is weird to me is because it's not exactly known what kind of affiliation he has. Because on the one hand, he is referred to as a supervillain, but at the same time, he also has superhero qualities to him. Now, we don't know if he's like an anti-villain or an anti-hero or what may be, but what we do know is that the Purple Rage, weirdly enough, is associated but also a arch nemesis to Dr. Maniac.
It's complicated.
Yeah, they have a
Complicated relationship.
If it
their
was on
relationship is
Facebook, it's like the
complicated.
relationship complicated. Sometimes they're enemies, sometimes they're friends. I don't know. It's whatever he feels
Well,
like.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say that Purple Rage and Maniac are friends per se.
Allies.
I
I don't
mean, I
know.
would say that Rage tolerates his existence, but like because
Well,
he is constantly angry so much that at some points he does actually be able to explode in a
he's like,
fury of anger, like literally explode.
well, Dr.
Oh,
Maniac is like what, like Bugs Bunny in a sense, right? But like more like he does shit for no reason. That's hence his name, right?
Well, I wouldn't say he has like a Bugs Bunny type thing going
Well,
on.
you know what I mean. He's kind of like he's crazy.
He's a goofball.
He's a goofball, yeah. Like, he does stupid shit, but he's like, why are you doing this? I don't know, I just do it because I want to. That literally is it.
I do it because I'm a maniac. That's his
Basically, I do
catch.
it because why not? Yeah, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything just yet, but I think I know where we're going with this when it comes to the Howler, and I'm gonna hate myself if it turns out to be true. So I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut until we get to that point.
Another consecutive villain within this comic book universe goes by the name of Scarlet Starlet, and she has a exhibit within the list of decorations as well. So the Scarlet Starlet, we do know, has a more positive relationship with Dr. Maniac as she does help him every so often. She doesn't have that complication that Purple Rage has with him.
Well, Purple Rage has some issues when it comes to anger management, so
Well, yeah, he does. He basically lashes out at anyone and anything.
yeah. And the problem is like, why don't you get rid of it? It's like, if I do, then I have no powers. I'm sorry, I have to keep it.
Well, if he did, then he wouldn't be the Purple Rage anymore. He
I
would just be
know
like
the
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 Purple Calm guy or some shit.
the purple calm guy,
I'm sorry, the what?
The Purple
purple
Chill
guy,
dude.
Purple guy!
The Purple Chill guy.
the purple guy.
purple
The purple
guy.
dude.
Was
He
that
would be the Purple Chill guy, like in the meme, the Chill guy.
the cool, like Daniel and the cool Daniel?
No, like there was like this weird little cartoon character called Chill Guy, I guess. It
Yeah,
had like
yeah,
this
yeah,
relaxed face. I
yeah,
could like imagine Purple Rage like losing all of his anger and just becoming that.
yeah.
The
You'd
next
be
one
like that guy from what was it, the Winter Warlock guy who was like evil, and then when he became good, he becomes useless.
oh,
He just only has one power.
Conrad.
Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah, his name is Conrad.
No, I'm not talking about in Goosebumps. I'm talking about like Santa Claus coming to town.
Oh no, then I don't know that one.
You don't know the classic Rankin Bass thing?
Bruh, do you think I watch Rankin Bass constantly? Well,
I
actually,
mean, come
admittedly,
on, it's a
I
holiday
do.
class.
I don't have that kind of memory. The only like villains with magical powers I know are fucking um Snow Miser and fucking Heat Miser.
Nah, 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 nah.
Anyway, the next item on the list is called Super Lizard Plushie. And this one is described as a large plushie of Super Lizard with lipstick marks all over it, presumably from crystal.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
next one is Ruined Bank, a bank with a large crack on the wall made by wreckage.
Quick question: is the lipstick on the like? I'm assuming that these are going to be big, like the big plushies, like they are in game, right?
Yeah.
So is it lipsticks the size of like if it was actually a small plushie, or if it's like little lipsticks on the big plushie? You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, they're just like little small lipsticks.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Because obviously she would want a life-size plushie of Super Lizard.
She has issues. God damn it. Okay. I think I know where this
Anyway,
is going, and I hate it.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna say it.
Ruined Bank.
Let's see where the story goes. I might be wrong.
Ruined Bank. This is a. I already described Ruined
Yeah,
Bank, but
yeah.
it's
It's
gonna look like the. It's
self-explanatory.
gonna. Yeah, it's gonna look like the regular bank, but with a crack on the wall, and it's an interactive item, which can be used by Blue Strawberry.
Stealing money, I
Uh,
assume.
the next one is called All New Night Howler Comics. So this is going to be like a little comics display of like the Night Howler and all of the comics involving Night Howler.
I know how that's gonna look. They basically take the Night Howler title card and they're gonna slap that on there and be like, "Yep, that's how it's gonna look at the book because we can't come up with our own idea."
And the last item or the last of the decorations is called Box of Comics. So these are just going to be like a box of comic books that you would see in like any vintage comic book shop.
You know, it'd be funny. They probably just do stuff like having Attack of the Mutant, the Little Shop Comic Shop of Horrors. You know what I mean? Like they do that as the comic books in question.
Well, there are going to be a few comic book name drops within the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Goosebumps
I
franchise.
mean, as far as the I am looking goes, like if this was like done by Pixar, this is what they would probably do.
So now we go on to the crafting items. So as we established, the raw item is pink comic stone. Uh, the first of these items is called the Night Howler comic. This requires 3 of the stones and plus 3 comic pages. This was a raw item back in the comic shop of horrors concept.
So they're just reusing it. They're lazy. Okay.
Well, no, this is like a hypothetical. Like I said, this is a continuation of comic shop of
I know,
horrors.
I know.
So
I'm just
assuming,
saying that in real life it'll be like, oh fuck, we'll just reuse it. Well, they're not gonna know. I will. The horror
They
town guy
won't
will.
notice.
oh wow, deja vu. Anyway, the next item on the list is called Night Howler Suit. So this, of course, requires 3 stones and 3 silk fabrics. The next one is Night Howler Watch. This requires 3 comic stones and 3 components kits. Uh, the next one is, and the last of this set would be the Night Howler costume, which requires 2 of the previously mentioned items: the comic, the suit, and the watch. And then the next set is the Valentine's set. So the first one of these is called Love Letter. So this requires 3 of the stones and 3 newspapers. The next one is called Reference Sheet. So this requires 3 comic stones and 3 colored crayons. And
I'm
then we
sorry.
have the Radiant. Huh?
I was saying I'm sorry. I'm laughing in here because I was looking. So sorry. I was looking at somebody who did these artwork for like drawing characters from. No, I was looking at the Night Howler and it looked cool, right? Which is like that's not what I was laughing at. I was laughing at the fact that someone did this meme of you know how Fred kind of goes, "Let's see who the real villain is," and he kind of takes
Oh,
the the mask off, right? So I see
yeah.
the Night Howler being the mask, and he lifts it up, and it's like Dr. Maniac will see you now.
um, so the next one is called the Radiance Pink Comic Stone. So the this one requires 3 comic stones, and this one is going to be a little. This one might require a lot of for, but it's going to require 1 tenderness pendant. Now, Grim might be familiar with what that is.
For what exactly? I'm sorry.
The tenderness pendant.
Yes, It sounds familiar.
Okay, so for those who don't know,
Or
there
listening to
is
this.
a crafting station known as the Goldsmith, and for specific items you get to craft gemstones, which you can also make into amulets and pendants and rings.
Yeah, yeah, all right, yeah, yeah.
And the more grindy type of pendant is known as the tenderness pendant, which requires quite a fair bit of farming for.
And the reason he picked this one in particular is because it's purple.
Well, no, I picked this one because of the
pink.
name and how it relates to Valentine's Day and how it helps with the whole Radiant Pink Comic Stone thing.
Yeah.
Now, the last of this set is called the Custom Comic, and this requires 3 love letters, 3 reference sheets, and 1 Radiant Pink Comic Stone. Now, before I continue on, I am kind of curious. I just want to hear what you think, Grim. Who do you think is the Night Howler?
Do I have to say it?
Yes.
Crystal.
Well, getting to the animations part, we have Crystal Mickelson, who has Wear the Night Howler costume. Yes,
Wait, who?
Crystal.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I called it!
Anyway,
Fuck!
yeah, you did. So,
She's gonna pretend to
she
be a
has
man.
weird. Huh?
She's gonna pretend to be a guy.
Well, no, it will like it'll I will be able to explain
Yeah.
the whole getting the costume thing, but anyway,
I'll be with
Crystal
my loving
Mickelson.
boyfriend, the horn. Fuck, what his name is again? Milo. Okay. I'll shut up now. I'm sorry. I'm ruining this.
Okay. Wear the Night Howler costume. This requires the standing mirror. She admires herself wearing the Night Howler costume. Drops the Night Howler suit.
If you don't,
Spending time.
if you don't draw that, I'll be very disappointed. Her just be like, "This will look good," and just like, "Are you here?" Just don't. Nothing. I'm not wearing anything.
Next one is spending time with Milo. Requires Milo's comic dungeon, which is from Little Comic Shop of Horrors.
Mm-hmm.
This one drops love letter.
Did we have an item that was like that in the game previously, like a love letter? Or I don't think we did. It sounds like it. I want to say maybe in the first update that they did Valentine's, but I can't recall. I know they did the talk things, but
I think the only thing close to that is the little heart candies from Bride.
yeah, the one that go like I hate you, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Slappy also has a quest called Burn the Love Letters.
Yeah, you'll be doing that thing again. Yeah.
But the next one she has is called Gushing Over Super Lizard comic, and this one drops the custom comic. Next one is Make Dinner Plans with Milo. Requires Crystal's Palace, which is the name of her house, and this one drops the pink comic stone.
So here's the weird thing. Like I get for those who don't understand this concept, if you didn't watch the second episode, first of all, how dare you? You should have. But second of all, just to put it bluntly, with Milo is not exactly like he was in the excuse the dogs, by the way, they're just barking at people around. When it comes to Milo, he's not like in the book because he's described as kind of being like the mutant in the sense that he's a shapeshifter, which is like, oh, we already have one of those, right? So instead, he kind of have him be like Super Lizard, but he kind of disguises himself kind of like Clark Kent in the sense that he just, jacket and
he just throws on like a button-up shirt and some glasses.
So he's
like a totally different.
So he basically is an anthro lizard. So he's a lizard man, right? So yeah. So just so you go in context of what she's falling in love with. So okay, that's all.
You might as well just like throw up a picture of Super Lizard for refreshing memories.
Yeah, Grim will certainly love that.
Well, I can love that.
Oh,
I can provide you a picture if you don't have it.
Go watch the episode. I'm not gonna do that. You do it. Yeah, I'll probably do it. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, the last of her animations is Fight Blue Strawberry, which requires Blue Strawberry with her, and this drops the Radiant Pink Comic Stone. So now Milo has animations, but he only has 3. The first one is Make Dinner Plans with Crystal, which requires Milo's Comic Dungeon, and this one drops the Pink Comic Stone. The second one is called Scout for Trouble, which requires Super Lizard's Beacon, and this drops the Night Howler comic. The third one I only have listed as Confront Dr.Maniac, but I don't have a drop listed here.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
The
They'll
next one
figure it
is,
out.
sorry.
They'll figure it out. I mean, this is basically just hypothetical, anyways. It's like we do whatever we
Yeah.
want. So, they're not gonna add this anyway. So it's like whatever.
The next one is Blue Strawberry, and she has 4 animations. So the first one is Make It Rain, fruit. Makes fruit fall from the sky, and this one drops grocery.
What kind of fruits exactly are we talking about here?
Strawberry.
Whatever you can think of, it's gonna fall from the sky.
So just whatever they can get their PNGs out of. Okay.
Yeah,
Strawberries.
apples, pumpkins, blueberries, watermelons, bananas, anything.
That weird fruit company that does the like the underwear thing. That logo. That's what's gonna be coming down from the sky.
The
Saves the
next one
world.
is the next one is called Hunt for the Night Howler. This has her run around looking for crystal, and this one drops pencil case.
Hmm.
This one is the interaction with Crystal, which is fight over Night Howler and drops the radiant pink comic stone.
Well,
Last one is called Causing Wreckage. This one requires the ruined bank. And this has wreckage breaks a hole in the bank's wall, and Blue Strawberry steals money. This one drops the cursed amalgamation figurine.
okay. I was gonna say that because Crystal's the Night Howler in this case, does that mean Danger gets to be an alter ego of a super dog or something?
Danger is not in the story.
Oh, Danger just doesn't exist. He's been
Danger exists, but she's kind of busy
basically
doing something else.
edited. He's like that meme of the Adolf. No, it was Stalin with the guy there, and then immediately a new picture is like he just disappeared. It's like there's Danger, and then all of a sudden Danger's not there anymore. It's just erased him.
Well, Danger is kind of busy doing something else. Anyway, the last person that I have listed with animations is the Masked Mutant.
Why is he back?
And
I thought he got
well,
his
it's a
ass kicked.
comic book thing. Obviously, he has to be there.
He got his ass kicked last time. He got other villains there. I mean,
Or did he?
I guess not. Guess
Anyway,
not.
one he only has the one, and it's Discover the Comic Rift, which requires the promenade. Stands near the comic rift and analyzes it. This one drops the pink comic stone.
Now, I wonder if he's doing it via like having a magnifying glass kind of thing, or is he just kind of looking at it and kind of going, like
Yeah, he's just kind of speculating on what it is, what it does, where it leads, all that sort of shit.
touches it.
He goes full on Batman mode.
What is this? What am I
What
looking
is this? Where is she? Anyway, now we move on to the
Where is
story
it?
of Allure of the Night Howler. So the narrator is not Slappy, despite the fact that this is a Slappyworld story.
And it's not
narrator.
Curly.
Not
Poor
Curly.
Yeah, poor Curly.
It's not Curly. It's not Curly, and it sure as hell is not Eric Affleck.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, fuck his stories.
The person narrating this story is Milo.
My OC.
And the reason why is because comic book characters actually have the ability to break the fourth wall.
Yes. It turns out everyone's actually Deadpool. They just tend not to want to do that.
Yeah, for story's sake, they don't typically break the fourth wall unless it's necessary.
Unless
know it's
unless
there,
unless
they just
the
don't.
author told them to do so. Yeah.
Which, in this case, which is previously stated in Little Comic Shop of Horrors, is that Milo is the one who draws the comics.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think I remember that from last time.
Yeah. So Milo starts off with, "Hello, player. Yes, I am talking to you directly. It's nothing new to us comic characters. Breaking the fourth wall is what we do. Ask Deadpool or She-Hulk. Anyway,
Or
I'm
Curly.
here to give you a story." Huh?
Or Curly.
Well, he's not a comic book character, so he doesn't qualify.
No, but he breaks the fourth wall. He wants to be. All right.
Yeah, but he's talking about comic characters.
Curly just like, hey guys, can I be part of the
Can
comic
I
book
be
club
perfect?
too?
Can I be
Yeah,
perfect?
he's wearing like a little superhero mask. It's like, hey, can I be a comic book character
Look,
so I can
I
break
could
the
be
fourth
Super
wall?
Skeleton.
I could be Bone Man.
I can be Bone Man.
I discovered this cool character that I can cosplay. His name is Papyrus.
Funny
He
Bone.
dresses like a superhero.
I could be Funny Bones.
Which is actually kind of funny because I actually made a picture of Curly dressed as Papyrus and Slappy as Sans.
He must have hated that.
The Curly wanted to strangle Slappy because he kept making skeleton jokes.
A trombone.
It looks like you have a bone to pick with me. I'll strangle your little wooden
partner.
neck.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm here to give you a story for this time of year. A story I wrote myself. Where's Curly? Eric Affabee? Well, they won't be joining us this time. Just
Fuck
you and
'em.
I. Anyway, I
They're
have a
dead.
story I'd like to share with you. Huh?
I was like, fuck them. They're dead. Just you and me now.
A story involving the Night Howler. Who's the Night Howler? Wait and see. Then it cuts to a quest, and then back to, or it starts off with Marty. Wow, look at all these different comics. Dustin. Masked Monkey, Captain Croaker, Snake Man, and even Star Spangled Banger. Milo. New comics of Night Howler just arrived. Eric. Oh, that's so cool. Dustin. Where do you get your comics? Not even the other comic stores in HorrorTown have this much diversity. Milo. I have my connections.
I secretly make I use different pen names to make it seem like other people made it, but secretly I did. But I'm too much of a humble guy, so I don't say. I don't say I do.
But yeah, the ones that I just recently mentioned, Masked Monkey, Captain Croaker, Snake Man, these are all other characters within the comic universe of Goosebumps, including Star Spangled Banger. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah.
Now
Very
we move
patriotic,
on
that
to.
guy. Very patriotic, that guy.
Now we move on to Crystal. Oh, Milo. Milo. Oh, hey, Crystal. Crystal. Thank you again for lending me your Super Lizard comic. It was such a joy to read. Glad you like it. Made it myself. Oh, you're an artist? Have been all my life. Cuts to Quest. Back to Crystal. I was wondering if you'd like to hang out sometime. Hang out? Sure. I heard a comic museum just opened in the promenade. Interested in joining? Is there Super Lizard paraphernalia there? Probably. Oh, you better be there. So she's at this point a big fan of his.
Why are you
Somebody's
a
got
fan
the
of her?
the lizard.
I have my reasons.
I mean,
I have my
like,
reasons, said
it's
Crystal,
almost
clearly not a
it's
scaly.
almost kind of like Grim with Susie.
Shut up. I don't do
I
it
mean,
like how
find the
she
line,
does it,
though.
okay? I'm a fan
Find
of
the
her.
line,
I have
I'm not
my
like a lover. I don't love her. I don't like, oh, Susie. I have my body pillow over her. I don't obsess with her like fucking Crystal does over there.
I mean, find the line, though.
Speaking of, we already established that Susie's not of age, so yeah, thanks.
Yeah, but she's like a cartoon character, and they never
Oh,
fucking
okay.
age.
So just because she's a cartoon character, that's okay then. All right. Tell that to
Pretty
the
much
internet.
immortal, yeah.
Tell that to the internet. Apparently, that's not the case.
Well, we're not gonna get on that topic now. Anyway, let's just move
That's
on.
all jokes. All jokes. We kid. We don't mean it. Please
Yeah.
don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us. Anyway,
Please, for the love of God, don't.
I already paid a lot.
um,
I paid $250 for this. I need it, please. Or 150. Sorry, my bad.
anyway, Milo, here we are, the comic book characters Hall of Fame Museum. It's placed in memorial of all the greatest heroes to ever grace the comic industry. Crystal, I never heard of some of these. Captain Croaker and Terry Tadpole, Ballistic Bug, Wise Guys. Last I recalled, you don't like bugs, so Ballistic Bug wasn't your thing. Also, you thought that frogs were gross. Crystal, but you're not gross. Milo, I'm not a frog. Quest then cuts to Curator. Welcome to the comic book characters Hall of Fame Museum. Are you two interested in a tour? Crystal, actually, I was curious if you have anything for Super Lizard. Curator, I see your friend is big into cosplay. Looks at Super Lizard. And then
Yeah,
Milo.
cosplay. That's it.
Yes, I'm totally wearing a costume, he says, looking warily as he sweats.
Yeah.
Curator.
I don't think
We
he
do
can
have an
sweat. He's a
exhibit
lizard.
Curator. We do have an exhibit dedicated to the heroism of Super Lizard. Follow me. Crystal. See, I knew you had your own exhibit. Milo. When did I doubt you? And then next part we have Crystal again. Wow, look how big this is. Milo. Oh, I remember this one. I fought the Quitter. Not my best battles. Crystal. Because he quits? Milo. what gave it away. Crystal, what was your most epic battle? Milo, I think it would be the one where I had that crossover issue with Dr.Maniac. Cuts to Quest. Back to Crystal. Ooh, Milo, what's that? Milo, oh, that looks like the costume worn by the Night Howler. Crystal, ooh, it looks so mysterious. Milo, last I recall, that suit gives powers to anyone who wears it. Crystal, if I had that suit, what's that?
Okay, Milo, shit. just tell her it's clearly to be used. Why don't you?
Yeah. It's what's funny? It's just like this is basically the equivalency of what happened with fucking Amazing Jack, where he's just like, this cape gives me powers. All right, I'll wear it then. I want to be controlled.
The story of the cape though is that it was under Amazo's magic. The costume itself.
Yeah.
I feel like the costume for the Night Howler is just something similar to like modern day fucking suit tech by Stark.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it would be something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, where was I? Oh, Crystal. If I had that suit, I'd get to fight crime with you. How wonderful would that be? Milo. And it's a pretty dangerous job if you aren't careful. But still.
What's her what would be I guess you'll find out the powers, but Oh, you know what it is? It's the SpongeBob thing. That's literally what it is.
What?
The episode with fucking Mermaid Man, was trying to fucking Barnacle Boy decided to go to the League of Evil,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And they're like, here's the it's like here's these superhero powers. Like, man, I wish we could be like them. Oh, you can just wear their costumes. What do you think the powers come from? Why do you think we wear these ridiculous outfits? It's like the same thing. It's like the powers come from the suit.
Now it goes to Milo. It's like the next day. Hey, Crystal. Milo, how wonderful of you to come by my house. Milo, I have a present for you. Crystal, a present? Milo, you charmer. Milo, I know you wanted that Night Howler costume, so shows her the costume.
And Crystal's I went to steal it for you.
I stole it. It's like I am I am the Super Lizard. I want the costume. All right, here you go.
That's
$85. I'd be $80,000. How about I beat you up? It's free. Here you go.
No questions asked.
Cuts to Quest. Back to Milo. It's the suit from the museum, and before you ask, no, I didn't steal it. It goes against the hero code.
Then how did you get it?
I bought it from the curator. It costed me my rent for the next month, but I think it was worth it.
How much was his rent?
That is undetermined.
$100. Oh God, that's expensive.
$100 for no way.
No.
For a building?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get paid to do a superhero work. He just does it. Like, what the fuck happens? It's just like, I saved your citizens. They'll pay me money.
No, he gets his income from selling comic books. He runs a comic book store, dude.
Oh, duh. I forgot. I like my idea better.
Did you forget what Milo does?
Yeah, I did, actually. I love he gets offended by that too. It's just like, I sell comic books. All right. It's so pissed off by that.
I could just imagine Grim walks up to Milo. It's like, hey, so you don't earn an income, do you? How do you afford a place? It's like, bro, I sell comics. I run a comic book shop. How do you not know that?
Oh, yeah.
Have you lived here? Do you live here?
No. I can imagine the news, sir. I have an old man as a co-host. Don't blame me.
I can imagine like Grib dressed up as like a fucking Karen with like a phone out. It's like, do you live here? Do you live here? I don't think you live here. Shoving the phone right in his face.
Police! Help! Help! Are you shooting me? I am not even touching you.
I didn't
I'm literally
even touch
standing
you.
behind the
"No,
counter right
he's
here.
he's attacking me," and he's
I,
just like
I
crumpled
love
to
those
the ground.
Karens that they freak out, they go on the floor. You hurt me! I'm not even doing anything. What are you doing?
They got their hands up like, officer, I don't know what's going on here. She just freaked out.
Yeah.
I actually remember this one video where like there was like this Karen who was like complaining about a dog. He's like, "Help! His Doberman just bit me!" And
He's
you
not
look
even
down at
doing
the
anything.
dog, and it was like a
I
little
love that.
poodle or something. It's like, it's not a Doberman.
Yeah. He's a cute puppy. He's not even doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's not even a Doberman. It's just like this tiny little dog. And she was like, ah! And she just crawls to the floor. Oh my God, it's biting me.
Not even doing anything.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, sorry, I did the thing again. Please continue.
Anyway, where was I? Right. Crystal. Milo, you don't know how much this gesture means to me. Milo, I have an idea. Now, how about you put that suit on? I'll teach you its powers. So now it cuts to the next scene where Crystal now becomes the Night Howler. She's like, "How do I look?" Milo, howling, winks at the camera.
Does the song?
Milo, who did you just wink at?
Crystal. Oh, you card. So, what does the Night Howler do? Just howl? Milo, pretty much. It sends a powerful shockwave to your foes. Crystal. Ooh, sounds fun.
Literally,
Well,
so
yeah,
she's
it's in
literally
the
doing the
fucking
fucking
name, dude.
Skyrim thing. Like, how they, ha!
It's in the fucking name. It's a Night Howler. What do you think?
So she just became the
What do you
Dovahkiin?
think she does?
Yeah.
She just became the Dragonborn.
The Dragonborn, that's literally it.
Basrota!
Kasrota.
Anyway,
I can imagine she do her first powers like that, and then she breaks all the windows, and you hear dog, like the cars going, and you hear dogs go, it's like,
Night Howler. Or Crystal. Ooh, sounds fun. How do I use it, Milo? Oh, hold on. Something isn't right. Cuts to a quest. Then back to Crystal. What's wrong? Is it the suit? Does it really look bad on me? Do I look fat? Milo. No, it's not you. I feel a disturbance. Crystal. Disturbance? Milo. Something bad is.
well, I wouldn't say fat, but more like fat.
I wouldn't say fat, but you look thick.
So they're calling me fat. No, it's a good way. How can you make that good? It's a human thing.
Anyway, Milo, something bad is coming. If you're still serious about being a hero, you'll have to learn to spot. We need to move. Crystal, oh, wait for me. And then cuts to a different scene involving wreckage. There, I smashed the bank wall. Blue Strawberry. Good, now we can take the dough and get the heck out of here. Milo. Wreckage, how dare you show yourself here? Wreckage. Well, if it isn't Lizard Boy. Milo. It's Super Lizard to you, Wreckage. Wreckage. And I see you brought the infamous Night Howler with you. Huh, more punier than I remember. Then cuts to quest.
Like
then
a little
Blue Strawberry.
baby man.
I want a villain one of these days to just be like, oh fuck, not you.
Oh,
Blue
man,
Strawberry.
I was having a good day, and then you showed up.
Blue Strawberry. That's not the Night Howler. That's some phony in his getup. Milo. Wrong. The suit just has a new owner. She is the Night Howler. Night
She's
Howler.
a big
Yeah,
fat
stop stealing that
phony.
money, you rotten villains.
She's a fraud!
She's a phony.
Hey,
A big
yeah,
fat
I was gonna
one.
say, hey, this guy's a phony. There's a big fat phony.
Yeah. Sorry, you ran into that one.
No, that's part of that was the reason why I wrote it down.
Because you knew I was going to react to that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping someone would. Anyway,
Sorry.
Night Howler. Yeah, stop stealing that money, you rotten villains. Blue Strawberry. Rotten? I'm the freshest thing here. Let me show you how. And then, fruit starts falling from the sky, and Crystal's like, wait, is it raining fruit? And then Milo's like, oh, watch out, Howler, and gets knocked out by a watermelon. Crystal, what happened? Milo, you were hit by a watermelon. What? Did they escape? Blue Strawberry did. I got wreckage. Wreckage. And I kind of
Record
like
was
imagine him
laughing
just
his
like
ass
Family
off.
Guy
That's why he
pose.
got him.
Yeah, I can imagine like the wreckage just doing the Family Guy death pose.
Yeah. I just imagine that the reason why he got him was because he was laughing his ass off after, like, she got hit with the watermelon. It's like, ugh.
Well, technically, it's because he's big and therefore slower.
Look at that dumb bitch.
Anyway, Milo, as soon as I dealt with him, I came back to check on you. I think I got a concussion. No, the suit prevents that from happening. We need to catch up to Strawberry. Then cuts to Quest. Then back to Crystal. Right, I need to teach that cur a lesson. Milo, no time to waste. So, let's see, back to Crystal. Once I find her, I'll make her eat those fruits she tossed at me. Remember, the point of being a hero is for the safety of the civilians and the sanctity of justice, not for revenge.
Blah,
Be sure
blah,
to keep your emotions in check.
I don't know.
Meanwhile,
I feel like there should be like a consequence for wearing the costume. Like she slowly turns into the Howler.
Well, the thing is, according to the actual story, the main character who first wears the Night Howler costume is kind of a klutz and doesn't really know what they're doing.
correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the story had like the actual Night Howler there, and he's like, you know what, fuck it. You can take my shit. I don't care. You be the Night Howler. I'm done.
Yeah, the original Night Howler mentored the main character into being the Night Howler, but the main character is completely inept on how to do it.
So it's just like Mighty Mac kind of thing, where he's just like, I'll give you my powers. Here you go. He's like, oh, what the fuck happened to you? It's like, this is what I really look like.
But in the story of the allure of the Night Howler just basically retires and just gives his suit to the museum, to which eventually Milo buys for Crystal.
Yeah, that's nice.
Anywho,
Anyways,
then cuts to Blue Strawberry. They should be here soon. Then mysterious person. Perfect. Once we get them here, we can dispose of them permanently.
I
Blue
talk
Strawberry.
like this. God, no. You know what'd be perfect? He talks like the Mad Hatter.
Edwin. Jesus.
Dave.
Perfect.
What was
Once
it?
we get them here, we can dispose of them permanently. Ooh.
Mustard? No, that's not silly. Lemon.
Would
is
you like
different.
some tea? No, for the last time, I don't drink tea.
You know what this evil plan needs? A good cup of tea. Ooh.
I'm about to strangle you.
I swear to God, if the masculine ever does come into HorrorTown, I'm voicing him like that. It's too perfect.
Mass Mutant? I think you mean Dr.Maniac.
Dr.Maniac, yes, sorry, not masculine. Fuck him. He's already in the game.
The original voice I was going for was the audiobook iteration.
Mine was better.
Well,
Mine's
yours
better.
was funnier, granted.
Mine's funnier. Therefore, it's better.
Well, I'm going with the audiobook one.
Oh, boo. All right. It's your story. You do what you want.
Yeah, that was the point of Slappy Summer. Anyway, Blue Strawberry. Apparently, your old nemesis has returned too. Is it him, the Night Howler? Not exactly. Some loser dressed in a suit. She's accompanied by Super Lizard. Lizard Boy is here? Then he's most likely looking for them too. No doubt trying to stop my plans. Cuts to Quest, then back to Milo. All right, Strawberry, you'll return that money at once. Or face our might, says Crystal. Strawberry. Oh, goody, you both made it. Someone was just itching to meet you two. Hello, Lizard Boy. It can't be. That's right. It's
I'd
me.
recognize that hat anywhere.
It's me,
my head anywhere.
Dr. Maniac.
He got cut out for his laugh. that would be what he does. It's like, I'm Dr. Maniac. It's like, you didn't even complete your laugh. I know. That's why I'm crazy like that. You don't know what I ever do.
Anywho, Crystal, Dr. Maniac, why are you here? And this must be your little protege, the new Night Howler. Yeah, so what? I was told how easily you were defeated by a watermelon. Growled Milo. Temper Howler. Cuts to Quest.
Temper.
And temper. Cuts to Quest, then back to Milo. Why are you here, Maniac? You don't know. I'm here for the same reason you are. Is that so? And you won't stop me from collecting the comic stones, lizard boy. Comic stones? You don't know about the comic stones? Enlighten me.
I swear
And
to
then,
God, he probably would be like, all right then, just sit down. And he just brings this like fucking projector thing and just like, see comic stuff.
no, actually,
Yeah,
my plan
he does
was
like
a lot more
he
fun.
does like the Doofenshmirtz thing where he
Exactly,
just,
yeah.
pulls down.
This explains
Like-
everything.
Actually, the thing I had in mind was a little bit funnier in my head, but here's how it goes. So it cuts to Dr. Maniac again. And that's why I need the comic stones. Crystal, you didn't tell us anything. All you said was, and that's why I need the comic stones. Dr. Maniac, of course I'm not going to tell you. I'm a supervillain, stupid girl.
I'm crazy, but not that
What do you
crazy.
think I am? The idiotic trope villains?
I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid.
I'm not crazy. I'm a maniac. Anyway, Crystal growls again. Strawberry, and a pretty weak one at that, Milo. You two need to leave at once. Otherwise, things are going to be pretty for you. Cuts to Quest, then Strawberry. What, is Howler going to fade to an apple next?
Yeah,
Crystal, I've had just about enough of you. Strawberry, then do something about it. I bet you can't even scare a blueberry. Crystal, watch me. And then Milo was just like trying to hold her back, like, no, Howler. And then Crystal just like makes a really loud howl.
she's
Remind me,
screwed.
Crystal's the chicken girl, right?
Yes.
I just imagine every single time like she gives in to her like not arrogance, but like her
Her anger. You
her
don't want me to
anger.
be-
It's just like each like it slowly turns into a chicken, and it's just like very visible at the same
You don't
time.
like me when I'm angry.
no. Anger doesn't
Girl.
cause the curse.
Wait, the Night Howler
Anger's
was a
not
chicken this entire time?
Anger is not the thing that triggers the curse. It's actually her selfishness.
I know, but it'd be more funnier if there was if they did the creeper thing with Ricky, when apparently he turns into a creep when he's mad for some reason.
I think he does that willingly, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
Ah, yes, just like the Hulk.
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I don't really think that's considered willingly. That's actually kind of an interesting debate. To be honest,
That's a debate for another day.
Another
I
time.
don't know. Comic nerds debate about it in the comments. I don't care. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go. There's your assignment. Have fun.
Yeah. Anyway, Milo, Howler, stop! You're breaking the ground. Crystal eventually stops. Like, I'm sorry, Milo. It's okay. You just wait. What's that on the ground? It looks like a gemstone. Huh. So this must be the comic stone Maniac was after. Maniac, and it is now. Hand it over.
Give it.
Okay.
Gimme. And then Milo, you're not getting this, Maniac. Strawberry, then we'll take it by force. Crystal, bring it on. Strawberry, I hope you enjoy some citric acid rain. Milo, Howler, watch out. And then Howler just makes another howl,
Yeah.
which then pushes the acid rain back to Maniac and Strawberry.
I didn't think this one through. You might want to run, Strawberry.
Dr. Maniac, my eyes! I got lemon juice in my eyes!
It burns!
Stop the rain! It burns! Milo, then quit while you're ahead, Maniac. Dr. Maniac, I'm not a quitter, lizard boy. I'm a maniac. And then does the most iconic thing ever. Pocket sand. Throws pocket sand into Milo's eyes.
Yeah.
You know, Maniac, I'm starting to get sick and tired of your Maniac. Oh, my eyes!
Milo, stand in my eyes. Then cuts the Quest, and then Maniac, yoink. The pink comic stone is finally mine. Eat lemon, maniac. Throws a lemon at Dr. Maniac. Ugh. Night Howler grabs the stone. I got it. Strawberry.
What weakness, a lemon.
Strawberry punches Night Howler and grabs the stone. Not anymore, you don't. Night Howler punches her back. I'll teach you to hit me. Then Dr. Maniac's like, oh, the comic stone. Which now Milo has it. I have it now. And I'm sure you don't have the strength to try and pry this off my hands, Dr. Maniac. No, I don't. You may have won this round, lizard boy, but mark my words, that's not the only comic stone in existence. Milo, yeah, you already told us there was more.
I'm just imagining like the entire town is just watching this go down. and one of them just goes, "What the fuck is happening?"
This is fucking boring.
Oh,
This is
sorry.
fucking stupid.
Anyway, cuts to Quest and then back to Maniac. That means that there's more opportunities to get the others. When I might, who knows? All I know is that I will soon reign supreme when I get my hands on all of them. And when I have more than one, the pink comic stone won't be powerful enough to stop me. Enjoy your victory now, lizard boy. It won't last. And then he just leaves, and then Strawberry's like, wait, did he just leave me here?
Dude, what the
time
fuck?
to go to jail, Strawberry.
Strawberry looks back at me and he's like, "Bro, what the hell?"
And then cuts to the last bit where it's like Milo's just, so was your first night? How was your first night of superheroing? Crystal, pretty difficult. Milo, never said it was easy, but now you know what I do when the town is in crisis. Crystal, and I have a greater appreciation for you, more so than I already do. Milo, one thing I should mention, if you still want to be Night Howler, you cannot tell anyone about your identity. You do that, the suit becomes useless. Cuts to Quest, and then the last bit. Crystal, I want to continue being Night Howler, so I can keep that. So I'll keep that in mind. Milo, now how about a proper date? Crystal, oh, you charmer. And also, I'll be more than happy to pay your rent this month. Milo, oh, you charmer. And then cuts to the end.
Wow, very much a lack of Slappy.
Yay.
Yeah.
Round
Oh,
of
you know what? I feel like
Well,
I should have done what you did last time.
What?
I fucked it up. But okay, you guys have not seen the episode yet, but just watching near the end because I tell him my story and he just goes, hmm. He's like, yeah, that's all I get. He's like, interesting.
Well, the joke's on you. I have two more people.
Yeah, we'll be. I get the Halloween one, so yeah, I get the better chance. I'll get the better idea at that time. Yeah. I'm gonna have fun with my episode, hopefully, if I'm not lazy or if I'm not busy with other things. But yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see how Night Howler looks, as far as we know that it's you know who, right?
Yeah,
Rich
that
girl.
is Crystal.
You know what's interesting too, that she would work as Night Howler because she'd be like Batman because she has the money. She could be like, this is like the father's like, what the fuck, what the hell is all this shit? It's like, Daddy, I need this.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Who says
But
Daddy, chill.
But to bring up Logan's thing about how there's a complete lack of Slappy. So the funny thing about the Slappyworld books is that in some books, Slappy is only the narrator, while some stories don't actually focus on him.
Yeah, that's why it's like
focus on him at all.
Yeah, there should
Well,
have
there
been a
are some
Slappy thing.
books
Is like,
that
what
have
the fuck? This is my role, and I don't even get a part in it. That's stupid.
well, there are some books that do
better yet,
have
he'd be
Slap-
telling the story to Slappy himself, and he's like, "That's my story." That's shit.
Yeah, and
Now
there are a lot of stories that do feature Slappy as the character, like Slappy's evil twin, Ghost of Slappy, Slappy in Dreamland, Slappy Beware, all of those and more. Like, there are a lot of more Slappy focused books within the series than any other series of Goosebumps books. Pardon me. It's just that there are some stories that don't feature Slappy, but only have him as like a narrator story. And Night Howler is an example of such a book.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you guys think?
I like it.
It's very Avengers-esque, and I cannot wait for the moment when when Maniac gets defeated by his one weakness, the lemon.
Yeah.
He walks by a lemon tree and he just goes, "No, no."
Yeah, flashbacks of being lemon juiced.
Yeah.
So, Graham, other than, what did you think?
I look, I wasn't doing that as a way of being mean. I was just doing it because of fun.
No, I know that. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I like it. I actually I'm digging it. I'll be curious to see how this turns out. More or less just because of God, I'm all over the place just because I'm doing multi things here. But I will
So
simply
now you know how I felt.
yeah, I know. But all I will simply say is that I do like the idea behind this. Is fact they're trying to give Crystal a redemption arc of sorts because for whatever reason.
Well,
You have
she
your
doesn't want to
reason.
be a fucking chicken forever.
No, of course not.
She's got to get rid of that reputation somehow.
It would have been funnier to see her using that power for her own, as a way to kind of redeem that quality. But I guess it won't be possible because reasons. But
It would most likely damage the suit.
can you imagine? I mean, well, you drew the way you drew her was like with her barely fitting clothes. So I'm sure it could do the same thing.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it
she
would
was a
most
chicken.
likely have the same effect on the suit. And if that's broken, then the suit is useless.
A
Ah,
chicken?
shit.
Crystal the chicken. Yeah.
And plus, if anyone knows about giant were chicken in fucking HorrorTown, she would be easily recognizable.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yep, there she
I
is.
feel like
Were
as a
chicken.
Night Howler, she'll have that deep voice thing. It's like, where is it?
And it would also be kind of weird to have like beak protruding out of the mask.
Yeah, but still, it's just like that Crystal, you did it again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
So there's gonna be 2 more stories in continuation with this after. So yeah.
Wait a minute, I know that beak anywhere. Crystal, is that you? No.
just does the anime like finger pointer thing. No.
Yeah.
No.
Do that monkey thing where he's just looking like, just suspicious and he's just like, that's not me.
No, I'm not that chicken, no. You
No,
ever mistaken me
you're
for a
thinking about the
different
other chicken. The Animaniacs chicken, what the fuck his name is? That chicken. It's like, dude, that's a chicken. You're being silly.
Fun stuff indeed. We talked a long about FNAF, and now we've experienced the comic world.
Yes. I have no idea what this episode's going to be called. I have to figure that out at some point.
My partner is thinking about getting a boat.
Ah.
I just got a text from my partner like, hey, this is $2,000. Give me a good reason why I shouldn't get this.
It costs too much money. Not good enough.
It costs too much money. Where's the water?
Too late.
And how often are you going to use it?
That is also a good point.
People who have a yacht don't use the yachts. Did you know that?
They just have it just because. No. I mean, what do you call it? Mayfield has a bunch of. Mayfield just has a bunch of yachts just because.
Mayfield can afford it because his family owns like a fucking $1 million company or something.
And here's my yacht collection.
And here's my yacht collection. I don't use any of them. I just sit on the dock and look at them.
Use them? And then, are you kidding me? They'll ruin their value. They just sit there.
And I can imagine Crystal, who isn't that fucking rich, would be like, and here's where I would put my yacht collection. If I had one.
If I had one.
But Daddy wouldn't lend me the fucking money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
that was Allure the Night Howler.
Interesting. I do like how this turned into a Valentine's Day thing just because of a different lore type of stuff. It'd be funny how if people just come in here in this event not playing the old one, they'll be like, what is this? Like, why is Crystal why is Crystal in love with this reptile man? He's like, you should have played the game. I guess that sucks to be you. Watch Grimm's videos.
Well,
Watch
that's
Grimm's
that
videos.
is
He'll have a coverage of the whole thing and voice it too, for your convenience.
well. In the event, I know it's not going to be in the game, but in the event that it would be in the game, there is the special deal where you can get both Chicken and Little Comic Shop of Horrors. That would
All for
explain
the
everything.
low price of your firstborn child.
It's not going to be that fucking expensive.
No, it'd be that evil. It's just like, nah, give me your soul of your firstborn. Then you get to play the game.
Damn,
What is Pixar going to do with that? Don't worry, we have our reasons. Selling them to
Don't
crypto.
worry, your child will be put to good use.
We'll put them in a cryptocurrency and make him a fucking NFT.
Yeah, we'll mint him on the blockchain.
He'll be valuable. Yeah, so I guess that's it, right? There's nothing else.
Nope.
Nope.
Not from me. Not from Jack, I assume.
Anything else before we end this, or?
No.
All right.
Nope.
So I guess in that case, it's time for that. So I guess that's halfway through Slappy Summer. So I guess that means it's my time now. So
Yeah.
there was a meme in particular that we had planned for this one, but I've decided to change my mind, and the reason why would make sense once you hear this jingle. All I will simply say is take of that what you will. What's coming up next? But yeah, if some people might know, but it'll be fascinating with how I get this done, and let's see how well it just turns out. But yeah, that's your hint. So have a good guess what that might be. The double snaps. Okay, no guesses. That's cool.
Oh, you meant us.
Oh, you meant us.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me.
I thought you were talking to the audience, so I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, you're in my audience at this point. Fine, you ruined it. I don't care. I don't want to know what you say anymore. I don't care. You ruined it. Such a sourpuss, Grim. What's wrong with you? You're such a baby. It's like, yeah, I am a baby.
It's because of you guys.
Yeah, you ruined it. No, but we have fun with this. So yeah, you get a good guess what that might be. I mean, these two might know, but I maybe I don't know how vast they are with what my beat is down. But we'll see what happens. But until then, I've been Grem.
And I'm mean.
Again, he did it again.
And I'm a mean.
And I'm a mean.
Oh, really? Did I just get cut off again? Jesus.
The maniac strikes again. All right. You guys can also say your goodbyes as well.
Well, farewell.
We'll get to see you guys in October. Until then, that's a wrap.
See ya.